All right, y'all. Welcome back to another Thursday of Ooh Ladies First podcast. And we're introducing the ladies. On the far left, we got Jamie, that's me. In the middle, Bondi Blue, Blue Rose Bondi. On the right, myself, Niecy Dixon. Follow us at Ooh Ladies First. Email us your questions, opportunities. Y'all want to sponsor us with something? Email us at Ooh Ladies First panel at gmail.com. As y'all know, I'm going to play it back one more good time before we show our faces. We have a live show coming up May 2nd in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, we have the location selected already. We will share the location very soon. We have a special guest. We will share the special guest very soon. Maybe tonight. What y'all think?
A little piece.
Maybe. Or I don't know. We
Let's
had to
how the
see.
show go.
Yeah, we had to see. But one of the bigger things that I wanted to announce to y'all is that the place in which you buy the tickets for the show has changed. We are now selling our tickets on tickettailor.com. We will post to our Instagram for you to get your ticket. If you've already gotten your ticket through Eventbrite, do not worry. We have your information. Your ticket will work just fine. But future tickets, please go through tickettailor.com. We back.
Ladies first. Ladies first. Say, what's up, y'all? Yeah.
Ooh, ladies
We
first.
here. We in the
Hi.
building.
Yes. How
What's
y'all
going
feeling?
on? Feeling good.
I'm tired, but I'm good. Endorphins are doing what they're supposed to be doing. I worked out, so
I'm tired too.
Child.
I need to get back to my working out.
this
I hope
time
this
change
really
has thrown me off.
Say what?
The time change has thrown me off. I'm so tired.
Yes. I thought today was like later in the week. So we probably on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last night, yeah, I don't know. I have not been able to catch up on sleep. Like Bondi said, the time change messed me up. Plus, I've been doing stuff for the past 2 weekends. And I think I told y'all, but I talked about it on my vlog. I got this ring con and it'll track all your metrics for you. Anyway, I didn't sleep good at all. Anytime I don't sleep good, the ring be like, yeah, you need to check on that. Yeah, you need improvement.
Well, give me one of those, girl, because
Okay.
I just changed. Like I usually sleep with the TV on.
Oh wow.
I saw something that said that's really bad for you as you're getting older.
'Cause your
Like,
brain still
yes,
doesn't sleep.
yes. But I feel like I don't know. Either way, because I have been sleeping. Like it's easier to fall asleep, but I can't say that I'm not sleeping just as light as I always sleep. Like I'm a light sleeper in general.
Mhm.
I usually the TV is background noise to help me sleep, but now I go sleep with audiobooks on. Same difference, no light.
Mm.
But yeah, I still don't know how I feel about it yet. So I think one of those rings probably would like tell me what my body is saying.
I mean, it's nice too because I was just saying that so this is a one off, whatever. I was on birth control for pretty much from the time I could drive. Like, I don't know if y'all's mamas was like that, but like as soon as you could drive, it's like, ooh, you could get pregnant, bitch. Like, here, get on birth control. So I've been on birth control since I could drive. And then I stopped using it like in when I turned 27. So like 4 years ago. Um, but I've been doing like the natural method ever since then to track like when I'm fertile. And this ring helps you with that because it takes your basal body temperature every morning. And I can clearly see, like, for me, I didn't realize a lot of people can't tell when they ovulate. A lot of people can't just feel it. Like for me, my ovary will cramp. But on top of that, I can like triple confirm that has happened because I can see the difference in my basal body temperature. So I really do like this ring. And it's like less than $200. It's like 190 or something like that. Because you know the Aura ring like $400, and Aura got a contract with the government. But yeah,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but this has been very helpful. So as we always do, y'all, what y'all drinking?
Water.
Same, girl. I'm at that age now where drinking make me, bloat
Shut up. Shut up.
and make my feet be all swollen and shit. Girl, I had to stop jumping rope after 10 minutes because my feet and my ankles was getting all swollen and shit.
Mm.
So I had to stop for a minute. And then, I went on with the rest of the workout, girl. But yeah, I was like, oh, see, that's all that alcohol. And I've been drinking my ass off too. So I'm taking a break.
I ain't been drinking like that. I saw somebody say that they was California sober, and that's kind of where I've been. Yeah. Well, I did.
Listen, blunt
Honey
head.
Blunt
I'm
Head.
screaming.
Okay.
You
Lord.
know,
Blunt head
um, I love that name though. It's cute.
Listen.
Um, and you said Water Jamie.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
You'll
Yeah.
never catch a weed head laying outside of a corner store sleeping.
Lord have mercy.
I,
I'm just saying.
Lord.
well, all right. We got some really good topics to talk about tonight. Tonight's gonna be heavy on girl chat, which is usually my favorite. Even though I've been so tired from the week, I cannot wait to get on here with and Kiki with y'all. We gonna get into the first thing, which is a listener letter.
Okay.
I haven't read it. I just copied and pasted it to the screen. So we're gonna see it together for the first time. If y'all want to submit a listener letter, email us at Ooh Ladies First Panel. What is it? Panel? Shit. How do I not know?
The email is still panel.
Yeah, we haven't changed it. And Google said that they'll let you change it, but I guess they haven't rolled it out to everybody yet. Where you'll be able to change like your email.
Oh, okay.
Thing, yeah, they haven't rolled it out yet, I don't think. But
Shoot, don't tell
that would
me
be great.
that. Cause I got my real estate license under that man last name.
Not that man.
That's not my last name. That's between her and her daddy. That's not my last name.
Listen, that's not my
Not
name.
just gonna let the last name burn. That's
name.
crazy.
It's gone. It's gone. I submitted with Texas Real Estate Commission. Like, hey, I've changed my name. Anyway, listener letter.
Okay.
So, oh, it's showing up as a background. Let me upload it again.
Now
That's
I
right
want to
for
ask you a
talking shit.
question. Now I
Yeah,
want to ask
ask
you a
me.
question.
Ask
Would you ever change your name again if you were to remarry, or would you just leave it?
I thought about that. Honestly, I would prefer to keep my name what it is now, the name I was born with. But I do recognize that if the type of me I like real it's hard for me to say because men be so disappointing. I like traditional men. I like men that actually do shit. I like captain energy type shit. And I feel like the type of man I'm gonna want to be with is going to want me to change my last name. But I don't want to I'm not like completely against it, but I just feel like it would just be more simple for everyone. Because part of me also is thinking, like, do I not want to change it? Because listen, this is what happened when I got ready to change my last name. So I was married for like a year and a half before I even changed my last name. And I remember the day that I was going into the office to get it updated. I was leaving my job and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. And my coworker was like, for what? And I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, what if I got to change my name back? So part of me wonders, like,
And it's tiring.
am I? It is not a lot of work to get your last name changed. People think it is.
Girl,
She
maybe
said it wasn't.
Listen, I had to fill out paperwork. I had to go get so much shit changed. Then on my mailing for my voter registry, it would it wouldn't update. There are so many times where shit won't update. So it'll know me as both names or only as my maiden. Girl, it just be doing too much.
It didn't take, but I'm saying it didn't take a lot because keep in mind, when I went through the whole divorce proceedings, I represented myself with ChatGPT. So when it got to the time for me to change my last name, I was like, oh shit, this is easy. Because everything else I had to do.
You live in Dallas, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think that makes a difference. And
maybe so.
I think so because see, if you live in an incompetent place or a place where people don't be doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing all the time, Like, I'm sure
Mhm.
y'all don't know what boil water advisories are.
Yeah, I've heard of that before.
I've heard
Not
of it,
not
yeah.
for
Heard of it.
Dallas.
See?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Heard
they've
of
had it.
it.
Or maybe I just ain't been in the areas that they need to have that. I'm
Exactly.
not sure.
This is a good thing. Consider yourself blessed
Good
because I
night.
know about them listen.
I'm like, that you honestly just made me think of something. So since we on that, my question to y'all, and I looked at this before. Let's say one day I do get married again. And I myself don't really like I'm cool with just having the one kid that I got. Like I'm cool if I never have another kid.
Mhm.
However, I do think that it's important for girls specifically to have siblings or either other girls in close proximity so they know how to grow up amongst girls. Like it's different. Like I realize, I know Jamie, you got all brothers, so I'm wondering what you're thinking. But when
Mhm.
I think about some of the girls I knew that like, and the chat gonna get mad. This is not a broad judgment, but some of the girls I knew that like did not know how to behave in a girl group, like they were always overthinking or wondering if what they said was okay or thinking that somebody said they just weren't used to like girl chat and like girl,
Yeah.
sisters can be truthfully like, you know, harshly
Catty.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
I want her to have that so that way she knows how to operate. Cause like men are mostly simple. So if you know how to operate around women, like eventually you'll learn or be exposed to men in some type of way, I would hope. But regardless, I just would like for her to have a sibling because like one day I won't be here and I just don't want her to, be on her own. So it's like if I do have another kid, then cool. But my question to y'all is people feel two ways about it. If I did change my last name, then she would be the only one with a different last name than everybody else. What y'all think?
I don't think anything is wrong with that
I mean,
at all.
I don't think there's
It's
anything
about
wrong
how
with
you
that.
treat, how
Yeah,
she's treated. That's
exactly.
what she's gonna pay. If she feels like she's different, that's gonna be the big issue. But I don't
And
think
that's
that's
what
a
I
big
saw.
issue.
That's most of the feedback that I saw. A lot of people was like, don't overthink it. Like a lot of people were saying that basically parents end up triangulating on their child like they own feelings. Like I feel a way about this, so I feel like she gonna feel like that. And it don't never
Mm.
be like that 9 times out of 10. Um, but while we on that topic, I actually saved a post that had to do with something similar to this. So I might as well ask y'all while we talking about family dynamics. There's an influencer, and I really like her because she's a regular ass influencer. I'm about to share a screen. She posts about real life, regular shit. Her name is Bobby Bow, and she has a son. Just recently got a divorce, and she says she's getting to the point to where she wants to send her kid off with her baby daddy or her ex-husband. She's basically saying like it's getting to the point to where like she working all these jobs, she getting tired, the baby daddy ain't sending no money in child support. His child support order is only $135, but the son is reaching the teen years to where she feels like it would benefit him to being with his father. Now some of the people are saying, well, nah, if he ain't even your baby daddy not paying the 135, I wouldn't send him with him because he gonna pull the okey doke. And then other people are like, yeah, girl, live your life. Get that 1 bedroom apartment, like simplify things and then get them back. So what do y'all think about that?
No, I don't think she should send her son with that man. If he not paying and he not around like that, your son don't know that man. It don't matter if that's his daddy. If you haven't created that relationship to just send him over to this man because you don't have a lot of money, like you're okay. And he almost a grown anyway, girl. He looked like he a teenager. How old is the boy?
I think he's 13.
13, girl. Girl. No, I don't think you should I don't think you should send your son with that man. And if he was a good father, we would be having a different conversation, right?
Mhm.
Because I do believe that it is the father's responsibility as well to take on the load of the child, especially if y'all are, not together and you need a break. But I don't believe in sending your children to be with people just because they the daddy. And I was just about to say about that last name thing. I personally feel like the child should have your last name until that child is 10 years old and that person is still a good parent. If by the time they get to 10 years old and the nigga done been there and proved that he was a good father, then the baby can have their last name. But to me, the way men take ownership, or feel like, oh, the child gotta be, when at the end of the day, a lot of y'all tap out by the time the baby get 5-6 years old. Now y'all gone and I can't depend on you the way I'm supposed to be able to. So, I just feel like it should be more so now about how the relationships actually are versus I'm doing this just because you the man and that's what everybody does.
It's more so about her wanting a break. She expresses it. I think the priority is that she wants a break of being the parent that does it all.
Yikes. Yeah, I mean, if he hasn't been present, he ain't gonna look after that boy like that. But that's what I want to know though. Like, is he present? And he just like, I'm still not paying child support, whatever he need, I'll send it to him type of thing, right? Or I'll call and talk to my son. Like, what is that dynamic?
She told him that she'll send him the $135 that she sometimes gets from him. Like, she'll turn around and just send it back.
I don't know. I also want to know about, like, how is his life? Like, how is the father's life? Because if it's not as equivalent to yours, then or better, I don't know if that's a wise decision. But I do understand her frustration of, you see what it's like. And now he's getting in those even more challenging years where he may be talking back and all this other stuff. So yeah, you deal with him. So I don't know. I'm kind of mixed. I feel like I need to know more information.
Yeah, and then the last sentence she says, "'Cause I'm in my prime, honey. I'm freshly divorced and the streets is calling. I don't have time for nobody's drama but my own. Let they daddies deal with that." Period.
Oh, so she just want to be a hot girl, basically. She just want to be out here
in the streets is kind of what it was given, because I have heard people say different things like, yes, send that boy with his daddy. And it sounds, based on her caption, she said that the son don't play with the daddy like he played with her. Basically, he be playing in her face. So I think he sees his dad, but the daddy just don't pay the $135. And I'm going to tell y'all straight like this. Based on the fact that even if he picks up his son, the fact that he's not paying you a measly $135 tells me that he feels some type of way about you, and his disdain for you basically trumps his priority to be a dad. Like, if the boy is with you all the time, just send the $135, but you don't want to give her the satisfaction of making shit easier for her while she has the son the majority of the time. And if that's your character trait, then that's telling me that you may potentially manipulate when you have him. Because I saw one comment say, what if he gets the son and then pulls the okie doke on her once he get him, and then your ass on child support paying him?
But didn't you say she said she'll pay the $135 that she sometimes get from him?
But it's not court ordered. So right. He would be paying her the $135. She would hand him the $135 in cash.
If she make more money, then she would be
on pay more.
Yeah, you would pay more based off how much money you make.
Right. Yeah. Because he was the one who, when they just got a divorce, he moved out of the house. Her life stayed the same. It's just more bills for her now, but she's able to maintain it.
Girl, you ain't got no family members to send that boy by for a week or two?
Wait, so they was married?
They was
and
married.
Got a divorce?
And got a divorce. Like,
and now he on child support, he ain't paying that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I kind of understand the send his ass over there with his daddy a little bit. But because of how the daddy can't stand your ass and will do shit to spite you, it does make me concerned about how he would really treat your child, just to get at you. So I don't know, girl.
And also, men like to traumatize boys into manhood. So you're going to send him over there and he's going to turn your son into a fucking incel. That's another thing. Mm-hmm. And I know, a lot of bitches don't care about shit like that, but you should, because it will have, I'm not the kid, but I imagine it might register to you just sent me by him like you didn't give a fuck about me, and he already don't like you, so he gonna talk bad about you, and eventually I'm gonna feel the same way because you just left me so that you could be out here popping puss with stupid ass niggas in the street. You
And then
shouldn't
you
have
get
had him.
grown men
It
who
worked.
hate women.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Exactly,
Exactly.
yes. And
So
your
to
daddy
me,
gonna teach you to hate her because he
exactly.
can manipulate him
Yeah.
half the majority of the
Especially
time.
at this age. Like, no, ma'am. I feel like if you got family that you could send him to for a couple of weeks, maybe, even a whole month, send him if you got a grandmother or something, or somebody, some aunt, uncle, somebody that you could trust with your child. But the thing that makes me upset is that at the end of the day, if a man is not like okay with handling a child on their own, I don't think you should sacrifice the well-being of the child so you could prove a point. And
Right.
sending him with his daddy, oh, that's the father. What type of father is he? All of these niggas don't need access to these kids because they will do weird shit and fuck up the kid, right? Like you see how
Very
many of these?
possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's 13 years old. Can you think his daddy not gonna try to like do some weird shit? You know what I'm saying? Like 13 years old. And when I say weird shit, I mean like trying to make them have relationships with girls or older women to prove that you tough because you've been with your mama and you soft now and I
And
gotta toughen you up. All that.
maybe she don't think that's gonna happen, but I can't help but think about the fact that she knows he's fucked up because he's not even giving you $135 a month. Like,
Right.
who
And that made
knows?
me wonder, like, can he even afford to really take your child for that extended period of time? I see a lot of people in the comments saying, just drop them kids off. And I feel like y'all should not have kids. I'm sorry. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. If your nigga ain't shit, if your baby daddy ain't shit, and you just want to drop your kids off because you tired, this is something that women should think about before they have children, because it was always expressed to me that you may have to raise a child on your own. Are you going to want to do that?
Yes, literally. I remember one of my friends I was at her bachelorette party and her stepmama was like, have as many kids as you can take care of by yourself.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
remember what she said because, things change. And that doesn't mean that the relationship will end. Like somebody could die. Like anything could happen, right? Um, but yeah,
Mhm.
no, she ain't lying. So I'm really surprised. I was wondering what y'all was gonna say with that.
Yeah, I need to know. For me, I would need to know more because I'm like, what was y'all marriage like? I mean, I'm thinking that y'all was never married at all, but kind of find out y'all was divorced.
Yeah,
I
that was
know
me.
with my oldest son, I just didn't feel comfortable. Like my son couldn't even go with his dad if his dad's dad wasn't there.
Mm,
Like
mm.
I just
Well,
didn't.
I'm so glad you said
Nah.
that, because in the caption, she not only said, she said in the caption, he don't play with his dad and his granddaddy the same way he play with me. So it makes me wonder if it's a
Mhm.
similar situation. Is he with his dad and his grandpa?
Probably moved into his parents' house. He probably moved back into his parents'
Mm.
house. If they're married and she got her money right, he might be one of them spoiled niggas. Like, there are niggas that they can play that role as long as they have a woman to help them play the role. But as soon as the marriage is over, they go back by their parents' house. So
She
yeah,
maybe start with the summer. I saw people saying start
yes,
with the summer.
you
Get you a little
know,
break. Have a hot girl summer. Be a mom 4 days a week.
I'm trying to understand why you don't have 1 week on,
Or
1 week off already.
and he may not even stay with the dads. He may not stay with because I like when my son's dad, he didn't stay with his daddy. You just not get my child without your daddy being there. That's just so when my child comes and you spend time with him, you need to be at your daddy house on the weekends. Like that's just what it is. I don't
Mhm.
care where you stay, you're not taking my child over there. That's not how that's working.
Mm.
So I mean, yeah, it could be
Oh, let me get out this topic because I was gonna say something else. Anyway, that's it on that one.
mm,
Mm.
for me.
All right. Thanks for y'all's opinions on it. I'm sure that's gonna help somebody in the chat. Listener letter.
Mm,
Okay. This comes from an anonymous writer. She says, "Hey, ladies, I need advice on how to cut this 10 plus year friend off. This is a friend I met on the job. So after a couple years of working together, we left the job and went in a different direction. Me and this girl has been friends for almost 10 years. I can't even recall us even having a disagreement because I always hold back with her. She's a super nice person and will give you her last, but that's the problem I have with her. She's too gullible. We're in our 30s and I feel like we too old to be naive in certain situations. She dates married men. She even talked to a few inmates and gives them money. And when she gets a new job, the guys on the job take advantage of her, and I try to tell her what's right. But this last incident is the married man filed a restraining order on her and they went to court and everything. A week later, she's back talking to him. This angered me because she said she was done. She's a good friend, but she's childish. She does dumb stuff like rioting and stalking guys and fighting them. I can't be on no time like that because I have kids. And lately, she's been distant. And I know why. It's about a guy. I really just want to cut ties with her altogether. I went, what is it? I want advice on how I can voice my frustrations with her and her choices without being too harsh. Question mark. I got love for her, but we're just not compatible as friends.
I don't think y'all gotta talk about nothing. Just stop being friends with her. Stop answering her phone calls. Stop making yourself available. If she want to have a conversation, say, I just feel like, you got a lot going on and you cool and all of that, but you got too much going on. And I got to think about my safety. And you like to fuck with niggas and fight with them and all of that. And, no, we all right.
Yeah, I think just slowly fall back, like Bondi saying. I mean, it's clear that you're growing past the friendship. So, I mean, just let it be what it is. Just fall back.
I'm laughing because y'all know I can't help but tell my business on here. I actually had a very similar situation to this with a friend. And it might sound like I'm always falling out with somebody, but majority of the time I'm only talking about two people when I tell these stories.
Listen, because you know
Don't
what
it?
they say.
What they be saying? What they be saying, Bonnie?
If you falling out with everybody,
The
it's
problem is
you.
you. Right. I'm only talking about two people when I bring these stories up, but they always fit the bid. So anyway, I was working at this place after college. I was friends with this girl from 2017 till 2022. We was friends for a good minute. We met at work. We got along very, very well. She was already pretty insecure, but I was just like, whatever, that's her thing, right? But she was really nice. Same thing. It would give you her last, but it was always about a nigga. So she ended up meeting this guy. And she was older than me. She got to the point. So at the time I was like early 20s and she was 30. And she was one of them women that was like, I gotta get married and have a kid by the time I'm 30. And she was just like desperate. So she found a man. The man had ended up, he had a girlfriend. They broke up. They were still living together, but broken up. He moved out of the ex-girlfriend's house, moved into her house immediately, like after 3 months of dating. He's basically living off of her. And they was planning a trip to go out of the country when we got our bonus. She paid for it. And she went to the passport office with him to get a passport, and they denied him a passport because he owed back pay on child support and she didn't know he had kids at all. She met his mom, she met his sister, didn't know that he had kids. Come to find out, he had two girls that were twins. They was like 7 years old, and he kept these girls a secret from all of his friends. The only people who knew that he had a kid was his mom and his sister. So whenever they took turns, the baby mama and him, he said the baby mama was like a one night stand. When him and the baby mama took turns with custody, which was very far and in between, his mama had the girls. He never was around them. He basically didn't claim them because it was like, oh, it was a one night stand. So, she all distraught about it, but she didn't leave. And like 6 months later, he ended up proposing to her and she ended up marrying him, right? So she goes through with it. She marries him, and then pretty much the same month they get engaged, she gets pregnant. She ends up having his baby, but she says to me, like,
It gets worse.
No, it gets worse. She says to me while she's pregnant, I really hope I don't have a girl. And I'm like, why? And she's like, because I'm scared that the two girls are going to be jealous of her and they're going to do stuff to her when I'm not around. So I don't really want the girls to come around. And she refused to meet his daughters. She was like, oh, I don't need to meet his daughters until like we about to get married. So she didn't really.
That was an excuse. That was an excuse for her not to have to be responsible for them children.
She didn't require him to be a father until she got engaged, but that only lasted for so long because once she got engaged and got pregnant, it was kind of like, fuck them kids, but I ain't gonna say nothing about it, right? So she ended up having this baby, right? And if people don't know, postpartum depression, anxiety is a real thing, but a lot of times those are brought on by factors that exist before you even got pregnant. It's no different than whenever they say when you get married, everything comes to the light. When you get pregnant and you have a baby, everything comes to light. So she suffered through extreme postpartum depression and anxiety. And she always had an issue with me, or was always like assuming that we didn't want to be around her, or she wasn't good enough to hang out with the group, or like she was just assuming all these things. I think because at the point she realized that she had told us too much. So anyway, one day she was like, this was probably her 100th time of saying like, oh yeah, y'all are gonna go to brunch, but y'all probably don't want me to come, or you haven't done this. And she been making all these posts on Instagram. I flat out told her, look, this the comment for me. This is the girl who taught me that the box eyebrows will tell you that they live in delusion. No lie. This girl had box eyebrows. So anyway, I flat out told her, I was like, girl, we're not friends. I was like, you've been posting this, I've extended myself in this way to you. Unfortunately, you're going to have to lay with the decisions that you made, but I think our friendship ends here. She was like, okay, excuse me while I go cry in the shower. And I blocked her. Never talked to her again.
Damn.
So, is she being facetious?
I don't know. I think she wanted me to. I think she was serious, because she sent me a long text before that. She sent me a long text and was like, I thank God for our season of friendship. And if you just feel like it was only a season, like, that's fine. I have to live with the decisions I make. Like, send me a long text. I didn't text her back. Then she texts me again. Excuse me while I go cry in the shower. I blocked her. So that was another friend I met from work. We were friends for a long time, and it really was just a season. And I did care about her, which is why I flat out told her, like, hey, this is my issue with you. This is where the road ends. So I think you could very clearly say that, especially if you know that's the end of the friendship. You ain't got nothing to lose but your peace if you continue to be friends with her.
That's true. I think also with this young lady, that's one approach. But I also wonder if this girl is only going to frustrate you more. If you've been friends with her for 10 years, you've been telling her, giving her advice about the same situation, and here we are, and you trying to figure out how not to be so harsh. I'm kind of like, is it worth really having a conversation? Because y'all might have a heated argument. Because, like, I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about my past friendship breakup. I kind of wish we never had that final conversation and just like not even talk no more. Because ours was like a blow up, like, argument of really unnecessary shit, but it was. And after you say so much stuff, it's like, oh bitch, I'll never fuck with you again. When it really could have been like, let's just not talk. Like, let it just fade out on its own. And whenever y'all grow up some, y'all can rehash that in a more mature way. You know what I'm saying? Or at a later time, or not hash and move on, whatever. But
yeah, I think that's a great idea. But that's if you feel like you're gonna have a blow up. I think because I've this is the number 2. I've experienced that too, where somebody come at me sideways and it's like, I actually had real love for you in this relationship, but for the sake of your feelings, I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just gonna block you, and we're gonna leave it at that. But it don't sound like this girl who she asking about is really gonna go toe to toe like that,
Yeah, she said the girl already is like stepping back. So there it is, girl. Don't fight it. Just let it go.
Yeah. Just let it go.
Yeah. Well, that was good advice. Okay. So next we gonna get into this is actually a good segue. I ain't even planned for it. It's a girl that's talking about her friendship. TikTok had a lot of discourse on this. And it was a girl who said that she was jealous of her friend, or her friend didn't even know it. Of course, I didn't watch it yet because I wanted to save the reaction for y'all, but I found the source of video. So let's get into it. Oh, shit. I just looked at the time. It's 6 minutes long.
Wait, let it rock.
I'm about to say it's on TikTok. Do it at 1.5.
How you do that?
You might have to copy that link. You see the copy on the side, copy link on the right hand side, on that side.
Hold on, where is it? Oh, right here?
Yeah. Sometimes when you copy that and paste it back into the browser, it'll give you a different screen, and you should be able to use the thing from there. Like, try it now. See if it'll let
So
you.
now I just go, oh, speed. Oh, shout
Yeah.
out to y'all. All right, so now it's a 3-minute video. You can still see it.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. You can't. Oh, there
Can't
we go.
hear it.
Me, but from the perspective
Oh, there
of
we go.
being the friend who
Oh,
is
she's talking
jealous. I
too
had a friend
fast
that I
now.
used to be friends with. We're not friends anymore. And you know what? For a good reason, because genuinely, I don't think I could continue being their friend because of the fact that I honestly was just jealous of them. I luckily did not treat this person like trash. I know that typically when you are jealous of somebody, jealousy is just like so, it just takes so much energy out of you. It's so hateful. And I know that a lot of the times when people are jealous of other people, they treat them horribly. They're just very rude to them. I knew that being jealous of this person was a waste of my energy. And I hated feeling that way. And it was something that I really, really struggled with. So that's why I want to talk about it. I'm glad that I didn't treat this person like trash because I was at least aware that like jealousy is just like so consuming. But again, I just wanted to kind of talk about this. I am not very happy with where I am at in life currently. I have not been happy with my life for the past couple of years. And I was friends with somebody who was literally living like my dream life that I wish that I was living like at that time. Like they weren't necessarily like living the dream life that like I envisioned for like the future, like that kind of life. Like they're living like a life that like is just like very far ahead of mine. But like where they currently were at with their life is like where I wish I was currently at with my life. And mind you, this person did not have to do anything to gain this lifestyle. They just kind of had this life handed to them. Hence why I was just very jealous of them because it's not like they had to work towards it or anything. Like that's just their life. That's just what they had. And it really, really sucked. To kind of put it more into perspective, like how intense it was, let's say this is kind of going to be a bad example because I'm going to list things that like you do have to work for in life to achieve it. But I want you to just kind of like imagine it from the mindset of like, okay, they didn't have to do anything and this is just their life. Imagine I wanted to be a lawyer and I wanted to live in this specific town. I wanted to have this kind of specific lifestyle and I wanted to drive like this specific kind of car. Okay. That friend that I was friends with had all of that. Like they were the lawyer. They lived in the town that I wished to live in. They had the lifestyle that I dreamt of. Like they just had every single thing that I wanted for my life and they didn't have to do anything about it. I think this angle is a little bit better. Just imagine being friends with somebody like that when you are just like so unhappy with your life and they're just walking around every day with the life that you wish that you had. It almost just feels like it's a slap in the face, but like it's not because that's just their life. And whenever this friend would just like talk about their life like so casually, like it was just so hard for me to just like not feel so bitter because it's like you don't even understand like how lucky you are to have this kind of life and it's just like the normal for you, like your life is so casual to you and it's just something that like I just can't have. I say that like they don't realize how lucky they are to have their life, but I honestly do think one of the reasons why I was so jealous of them is because of the fact they actually did kind of acknowledge that they lived a decently nice life and the fact that they were grateful for their life and they were happy with their life made me all the more jealous because it's like, okay, well, you're so happy and grateful for your life. Like, of course you are. Like, of course you are. Obviously, like, we should want people to be grateful and thankful for like really good lives. But I don't know. Like, it really just like added to the jealousy because I know that if I was living that lifestyle, if I had that kind of life, I would also be very, very grateful and happy. And I think because of the fact that they were so happy with it and they were comfortable with their life and happy with it, it just, I guess like the happier they were with their life, the more bitter it made me. And obviously, that's just not a good thing. That's very unhealthy. And I don't want to have to feel that way about a friend, but that's just how I felt about this person. I wouldn't really consider myself a jealous person. I'm not really that jealous of people. Like, I'm like jokingly like jealous of some people that like live like a lifestyle that I want. But I feel like because of the fact that this was like a close personal friend of mine, I guess, it just made it all the more worse. And I really am not kidding to you when I tell you like this person like had what I wanted for my life like that badly, like to a T, like literally every single thing down. They just had like it was actually insane how crazy like even like little things that I wish I had they had. Like it was so crazy. I wanted to be them so bad and I knew that I couldn't. And they just ugh, that friend and I did end our friendship. We ended on mutual terms. We ended on good terms, which I am thankful for. There really is no bad blood between us. And the reason why we ended our friendship had nothing to do with me being jealous of them. Actually, they never knew that I had a jealousy issue towards them. So, you know, I think about that. And then I just think about the fact that, you know what, like, it is such a good thing that like we are not as close as we once used to be and just not anymore because I really don't think I could have gotten to a point where I was just fine with them, like not being jealous of them. And I feel like the only way that I would just not be jealous of them is if I had a better lifestyle, and I just don't. I don't wish the worst for this person. I don't wish anything bad on this person, but I just cannot keep around somebody like that in my life, knowing how unhappy I am with my life currently. And like, I just don't think I would have ever gotten to a point where I wouldn't be jealous of them, to be honest.
Wow.
Yikes.
I appreciate her being honest.
I do.
I think she's talking to a lot of people out there that literally are like that. So it's an audience. She definitely got an audience. I think it's quite a few people like that. But baby, you were girl, you hated your damn self. Like that's just what it sounded like to me.
She said it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it sounds. She was very, very envious, but not to the point where she will harm that person. But for that friend to y'all to like not talk, I think that friend noticed some weird vibes.
Oh yeah.
Like y'all don't be knowing that sometimes when you are jealous, whether you may not want to admit it at times, but subtle jabs will start coming out. When people get certain accolades, y'all will start saying slick shit that you think ain't that big, but it affects them and it starts showing your colors. Like, bitch, you're really mad. You really in your feelings about something, you know? Because you're a hater. I don't even want to say a hater because you could, I don't know, you're just jealous. And I'm glad that she at least admitted that. But it just seemed like it's something that's much more deeper within you. You got some shit going on with you. And if you see people around you getting the things that you feel like you should have in your life, it's just really showing you what you can have. That's all that was. It's just like an example of the things that you could have for yourself. And you over here talking about this damn girl like she ain't put in no work to get the things that she got, like it just fell in her lap or something. So what are you working on? Are you trying? Are you going towards those things that she's working? Like she should have been a walking example of what you need to do. Okay. So I don't know.
Well, I hear exactly what you're saying. You said a walking example of what you need to do, but in her mind, she thought that the girl did all the things without having to work for it. That's what she says, like to
That's
this day.
crazy to me. If the girl is an attorney, I don't know how the hell anybody can sit
Kim
and think that
Kardashian
an
ain't even
attorney
passed
is
the bar.
just gonna get like that's not and just going through law school, period. Don't wait on folks to be stressing. Girl, it's crazy.
It's a point of I think it's a part of the fact that in general, I think people give their power away as just like a way of being. And when I say they give their power away, to say something that people are probably gonna take the wrong way. When people are always like saying, "Oh, I wouldn't have been able to do it without God," that type of, and I'm not saying like spiritually, I get it, but in a real way, you actually had to do the shit in order for it to happen. And oh, I wouldn't have got through. Well, you kept waking up every day and trying. So you had to like push yourself. You had to do something in order for the shit to happen. And I think because so often people don't view it that way. They don't view people's accomplishments and the things they have as something they had to work for. They actually just think about it as something they've been blessed with, like genes or something.
And I
And
feel like what you saying is equivalent to when people say, "What's faith without work?"
Yes. Yeah,
yes,
faith without works is dead for
yes.
sure.
But in
Yep.
our world now, people do just, they give all of their power and whatever they put into it, they give that away as no, I wouldn't have been able to do it without. And it's like, stop thinking about it like that. Like you need to be able to share the fact that God works through you instead of thinking that it was an outside entity that pushed it in me to do this. No, it was already in you. It was already in you. And the fact that you wanted to persevere is the reason why you persevered. And it's like you don't even recognize your own power in the situation. And a lot of people don't recognize their own power because they blame everybody. Another way of saying that, with that external locus of control, where you think that everything is happening outside of yourself instead of taking accountability for why things happen the way that they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like the chick who was saying that, yeah, she was jealous. And I think that is a part of the accountability you have to take, is being honest with yourself about how you feel so that you can understand why you feel that way. And I think if people were actually to think deeper about things, sometimes they would easily be able to dismantle, right? Let's let's take Tasha for instance. I think she
Oh
said
shit.
recently that I was jealous of her or something like that, or girl, I don't know. This is what I will say. I could never be jealous of any one person. I could be jealous of things that you have or things that you were able to acquire. And that's not even really jealousy, that's envy. But outside of that, I can then take it a step further and I can think about the things you have to do in order to get it. And then I think about what I want to do that. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to have to be living in a space where I'm always in turmoil like that. I don't want to always have to be looking over my shoulder. And so I recognize that, yes, you may have something that I wish to have as far as having a large subscriber count, that type of shit, a large viewership. Great. But at the end of the day, I don't want to have to do what you do to get it. And so I would rather do it my way. And then I accept that my way is my way and your way is your way. And we all walk in our own shit. We all walk in our own lives that we're supposed to be doing. So essentially, yes, you get pings, as somebody said in a comment. You might have a moment of like a thought, but you don't grab hold to it and make it how you deal with people, and you don't make it how you live your life. If anything, it's just an opportunity to assess yourself and correct yourself.
For sure.
Shane.
Yeah, I definitely agree for sure. It was something else I wanted to say about, I just feel like this young lady spent more time counting the blessings of her friend, analyzing the life of her friend, instead of going out there and getting it.
Thank you.
You know, just go out there and get it. Everybody grind is going to, be different, but you'll get to where you need to be.
You got the power.
Yes, you have the power. Let me take shit dark for a minute. I agree with everything y'all said, but the reason why I appreciate her honesty isn't just because she's being honest, but it's because you've just evaded a Yolanda Salvador, whatever the lady Saldivar, yeah. You have just evaded someone who is so enthralled with your life that their brain is on a slippery slope, and if something happens, they will be liable to kill you over some shit.
Single white female.
Yeah. So I appreciate her honesty because her friend could see, like, oh, the op is in the house. Let me go ahead and remove her right now. So yeah, sometimes when people be like, they're just jealous, it'd be the truth. So y'all continue to come forward and be honest so people know when to have you exit stage left.
And when you get done being honest in front of the internet, go as you, because I feel like that's really major, to come to the internet and say what you say and face millions of people ready to scrutinize you.
Yeah.
Once you've held yourself to that level of accountability or whatever and exposure, go and do the work. Go do whatever work it is that you need to do. So you could be over there on that same level that you're trying to be on as an attorney. Because you got that. You got to give yourself credit. You got to be a piece of honest to be an attorney. I mean, well, you could be a liar too, but attorney. You gave a little piece.
A man. She probably wasn't telling the truth. That it was really a man that was the
I'm
situation.
Screaming.
It was probably a man. Oh yeah, I definitely feel like what was really the problem is you got the type of man I wanted. We both wanted the same nigga, and you got him, and I didn't. That's what it probably really was about.
I feel like it's more than that. Based on everything she said,
I think yes. But if y'all are both attorneys, right?
So she's an attorney as well.
Is that what she was saying?
No, it sounds like the friend got the dream job. The friend is the attorney.
Saying it like they both were attorneys. Oh, okay.
It seemed like she was just sitting at home on the sidelines wishing she couldn't pass that LSAT.
Go to school, girl. Get some help, girl. Get hello.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Go to a stupid estate. Best way to do it. Go to a dumb estate. Think about it. Think about it. Just look at states where you don't have to be that good of a lawyer. Think about it.
I was, true.
Because niggas that chase ambulances, they become lawyers.
I'm so mad you said that because I stopped saying ambulances like 5 years ago.
I do it ironically, okay? Because obviously ambulance, Okay. But
Ambulance.
it's so much words in your mouth sometimes. So it like I just want ambulance, bitch.
That's the ambulance.
So many
Between that word and minds, you be
minds.
saying the people up.
Pansis, menses, mindses. Oh, orange. Earl.
I can't.
That's two in New Orleans that be having them niggas in a chokehold. Orange is not a thing. Orange is orange.
You know what's
Orange.
crazy? I don't understand. My parents are like that too, and they from Oklahoma. Like they can't say
Orange.
like like
Oil.
no, they can say oil, but like let's say for example, somebody named like Troy. They can't say Troy. If somebody named
What they
Ryan,
say?
I don't even know how to do it. Like, like I don't even know how to do it. Like, it's so funny that people don't talk about how having parents. And my parents from Oklahoma. People consider Oklahoma like the Midwest, but it's the part they come from is very southern,
Country.
like the South. It's the country.
Mhm.
When you have Black American parents from the country, it's very similar to having first generation parents from overseas, where
It
you be feeling
is.
like you got to translate and stuff, and people don't. People don't pick up on that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go to our next topic. Our next topic, let me just jump right on into it. I'm gonna just go ahead and share screen.
That was a good topic, a good segment
Oh,
on friendships.
thank you. Thank you. The natural flow is like really hitting tonight.
Mhm.
All right, let's get into our guy. Oh, and I kind of want to make this a little bit faster. It's not a long video, but now that y'all done showed me that, I don't think I could hear.
That's so me too. Mhm.
I don't
Gotta
think
speed the shit up.
I don't think I could hear words pronounced different ways just for the sake of pronouncing them different ways.
As you know, you and your sister liking the same guy.
Honestly, that is ultimately what got the show picked up. But also, in terms of the gender and sexualities and stuff like that, it was very important because that happens. You can I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
Tell me more about that.
I think like if you ask any of the girls, like they'll tell you the same. And I think they're just labels. That's what, like, I don't care what, like I'm dating someone. I'm like, I don't care what you identify as or what you call yourself, as long as you're happy being who you are. But no, but to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there. And also, like, they're like, they're kind of like wave you off. You're just like, oh, hey girl, like, it's not, you're not in here like the rest of us are. It's just, it's always, but I never really understood it until now, because before, when I would go and I just was like, there's something about this room. It's like, it's almost like they don't want me here. Like, I'm not really in it here, because I'm not presenting as a man. I'm not presenting in that way.
And to be clear, the gay community room.
Yeah.
Your own community. Yeah.
But it's not like a shameful thing, or just like, oh, they're mean to me. But it's like, these are not my men in terms of attraction. Now, if I'm just going to have a kiki, sure. But like, these are not the men that are interested in me in that capacity. I do that when I go to the straight rooms.
So, so has it always been that way for you in terms of when it comes to men? Has it always been what some people consider the straight guy always being the one that would approach you?
Or somebody who, or has been intimate and dating, women for most of their life, or like up until then, for sure. Absolutely. It has always been that way, but now it's like even more so, now that I definitely present in more of a feminine way, because also, like, it's like my energy is that.
One of the biggest storylines in your scandal.
Jamie, it was you saying for me.
I'm like, say what now? So he go to the clubs where the straight people.
Yeah, so let me break this down, because this is my third time listening to it. And I ain't want to really offend nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So I really am curious. I'm super curious. I even called one of my friends on the phone before, and I'm like, is this something that is just widely known and I don't know it? So basically what EJ is saying, they present as a woman. So what EJ is saying is the type of men that I attract, like, women. I don't attract gay men. So I saw somebody in the comments saying something like, oh, well, EJ likes bisexual men. No, not even that. EJ likes straight men or DL men is what it sounds
Okay.
like. But it
Yeah.
also to me sounded like EJ has an attraction to turning niggas out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that, it sounded like it was a
mean,
fetish for like, oh,
at
I
the
can make you
beginning-
like me.
At the beginning,
That can be dangerous. Or can it? Because it seems like he only does this with the people that's attracted to him versus him trying to really turn somebody out. Because that's what it sounded like he was saying. Only the people
Somebody
that's
saying
actually
straight men
attracted to him.
He didn't.
Or does he go by
EJ
her?
Yeah, that's why I keep saying EJ. EJ did not say straight. I don't think so. I might need to play it one more time. But EJ did not say straight presenting. EJ says that he does not like gay men. He likes straight men or men that have only been with women up until that point or most of their lives. So
T.S. Madison said the same thing.
Mhm.
T.S. Madison said the same thing. Everybody got upset about it. Because they feel like, why would you want to be? Because that's just what it is. So here's the thing. When you first get into any kind of like gay community, turning people out is a thing. Like it was something that we used to do in high school, right? And you're not really turning somebody out. You're just waiting for somebody to flirt with you, catching the flirt and not letting it pass. That's really all you're doing. Because for me, like the one time that I feel like I did that, the girl liked me. But she didn't want everybody to know that she liked me. And so it was like she was hiding the relationship from her friends and shit. Like I remember one time she was like, we went to the movies and she was going back and forth between theaters because she did not want her friends to know that she was there with them, but she was actually there to see me. It was weird. Like, and this is high school, right? That girl's so gay now. It's ridiculous. That girl's super duper gay now. But like at the beginning, it is a thing to feel like you can pull somebody out the closet. Because a lot of times gay people or bisexual people, whatever, like they do think that this shit is it's fluid. And so there are some people that all it takes is a little tug and a pull and they'll come out. Like that's really kind of what it feels like. So, but I feel like as an adult, you kind of grow out of that. But the thing with trans women, I believe, and like gay femboys, there is a level of I have to prove that I am passing a certain level of femininity because only a man that wants a woman would want to be with me. And I do think that's a part of why EJ feels that way. And I'm not even gonna front on y'all. When EJ said I present like a woman, EJ's not lying. If you look at like I just recently started following EJ on Instagram because every time she's in the closet, I'm like, oh girl, what are you gonna put on?
yeah.
Her energy and her aesthetic. I actually like it wasn't that long ago. I was looking at her page and I was like, I'm very happy for her because I feel like she finally is giving externally what she must have always felt like internally. And you can just like you can just see it, So yeah, no, I understand and I get it, but it is dangerous because people like to use that as a way to hurt you and say that they didn't know. But everybody knows who the fuck EJ Johnson is. So we're like like look at you could tell whose child that is, okay? So yeah, people just always want an excuse to hurt somebody because they are more embarrassed and they're thinking about how other people are going to view them. That's normally really what that's about. It's a projection. And we make the victim responsible, like in every situation, we kind of make the victim responsible for how they show up to be victimized, right? Because the argument will be, oh, a trans woman or femboy got killed because somebody outed them. And it'll be like, oh, well, they shouldn't have been lying. But it's like, you think that's kill worthy though? I don't think so. But because it's so normalized, I think people do think that shit like that is worth killing somebody over. Your embarrassment is worth killing somebody over. Wild. Seeing a few people in the comments.
Say what? I'm sorry.
Any thoughts?
I just want to know, because it sounds like EJ just into down low man. Like that's I'm sorry if the down low man is interested in EJ, understanding and knowing exactly who EJ is. They DL. They not. I don't. Yeah, I feel like you go to a straight club, but I mean they still DL. Like, why do we put straight on them? I mean they present as straight, even though he didn't say straight presenting. That's what EJ going for. If they cool with it, cool.
You saying that if the man is DL, then it's not like the label straight. Obviously, that's not a straight man. He's gay, but straight
Right.
presenting. But I think more so EJ is thinking about the way that they acknowledge themselves to society, not really how they really operate.
So then that would be straight presenting, right?
Yeah, it would be exactly what you're saying.
Even though he didn't say straight presenting, that's what it is. I'm only referencing that because you put a comment up and they were saying like, oh, he didn't say straight presenting. Well, that's what EJ is going after.
Right. But with that, it also feels like it's something
I'm Malik Yoba.
and feeling like the man is actually straight. Like that's
That's
the
what I'm
case.
saying. You've accomplished a level of femininity. That is what I think is the overall goal there. Is to attract someone that will want to be with a woman, essentially. That's just really what it's about. That's an accomplishment for them to be feminine enough to attract a certain type of man. I also feel like everybody acts like heteronormative things are not happening in the gay community, but they are. That's just a reflection of how pervasive everybody having these roles is.
Yeah, gender roles.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel that for real. Like a lot of my friends that are pretty much all my friends that are gay, no, not all of them, but some of my friends that are gay men, their relationships operate no different than my relationships with a man. Like one of them end up taking on more feminine gender roles than the other. Now I do have two other ones who they're both pretty masculine, like in terms of how people describe masculinity and how men operate traditionally in relationships. But I don't know. I feel like that'd be an interesting conversation if EJ want to come on and talk to us about it. Come on.
I think that it's important to remember that sometimes shit don't make sense because of what it's coming out of. Like, essentially, our weird ass society forces people to feel shame about anything, close to being gay. So understand why people don't want to admit certain things, why they don't want to look at themselves as anything other than straight, why a femboy would want to be with somebody who is seen as straight, because straight is considered better, even to gay people.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's another like part of this that I think straight people don't always see, that gay people are responding to their queerness in the same way, like in the same way, trying to make it fit into straightness.
Right.
Internalized homophobia is a thing across the board, and people should just be happy with who they are, but it's very hard to be that way when how the society looks at it is dangerous either way. Like people say being DL is dangerous. Being trans, everybody, like a lot of people that are trans, they're trans, and they still end up getting killed more than anybody else. Even when like you can't tell that's a nigga. They like 6 feet tall. You couldn't tell.
Yeah, they act like they don't want to know.
And that's why I was saying that. Oh, that could be dangerous, right? Because I'm thinking originally in my head that EJ was going to a straight club, trying to go after a straight person, knowing that person is likely not like that, right? And that could be dangerous because when you're pushing up on them because of how society view things, like they'll be ready to off you, right? But when I continue to listen to EJ talk, EJ connects with who's attracted to EJ.
Yes.
So that sounds much safer. So I'm like, okay, well, y'all, well, really shit, not really, because, y'all know how society is. Y'all know how people just clap you for whatever. But
yeah,
that sounds to me less dangerous, that you're in it with somebody that's, interested in what you interested in.
Mhm.
So, well, I mean, at the end of the day, for me, I really don't care what people do.
No,
As
really.
long as it makes you happy, do you. And as long as I'm not harming you with anything that I say,
Right.
then that's all that matters to me. So whatever floats your boat. Because of how we are set up in this world, and I like that Bondi said, because a lot of times they do make heterosexual seem like the supreme, and it just makes me think about white nationalism for some reason. Like they act like that is just like the
Yeah.
supreme. So I feel like people got a right to live their life how they choose. They pay taxes, pay bills, live and exist the same way everybody else. So
Exactly.
I mean, as long as you ain't out here harming nobody, do your have fun safely.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, that reminds me of a scene from The Shy. I used to love that show. I don't know if y'all seen it, but one of the guys on the show had a girlfriend that was
Mhm.
actually trans, and the
Oh,
little
yes.
brother lived in the house with them. And then they made like this big scene, and the girlfriend was like, "I wasn't born female," and the 12-year-old boy was like, "I don't give a fuck." And I love that scene so much.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's like, "I don't give a fuck." Like,
Mhm.
cool. Next.
Right.
Okay. So going on to the next topic, y'all. I guess the segue is this gay or what? We talked about
It's kind of weird. I never really understand twins. I mean, well, I'll say this. I do understand twins. I've never seen Tia and Tamara do it. Is what I can see this being more of Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen doing something like this. I've never.
I don't even think they would do this. They're not affectionate people.
I don't think they would either. Nope.
Child.
No,
The
this
only
is
people who would do this shit is Claremont twins and the Diddy twins.
I was
Good
just about to say
night.
Diddy
Good night.
twins. Definitely.
Mm.
But I'm gonna say this. I do imagine it might be like kissing a mirror, but then I also might think about how men make women have sex when they're twins, and I would just kind of sometimes be wondering if this was a similar, like y'all have a level of comfortability because y'all have fucked the same nigga before. I would wonder like in that way, and I almost feel like that's why I don't like that people make twins dress just alike and all of that shit, because I feel like it leaves room for people to fetishize them and not see them as individuals. And so when that happens, I think men be wanting, their fantasy is to be with a damn, with twins. And these twins were with all of the, celebrity guys at one point. So I don't know, like something about them doing it like this with one twin's hands on the other twin's waist. Like it'd have been different if they were both like, hands on the face, or something like that. But even taking a picture of y'all kissing to me was just like, why do we do this? As somebody who grew up, kissing my mom on the mouth as a kid and shit, like still, like we wouldn't take a picture, like unless I was like a toddler or something. But you don't like what? I don't know. I just feel like why?
Right. Who's this
Yeah.
for?
I'm wondering if it's something that they've been doing since they were kids.
For
Say what?
who is it for?
Mm-mm.
Like thinking about why would you be taking this picture and posting it?
I'm posting. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a wedding picture, like some type of ceremony. It's just odd to me.
I didn't even know
It-
who the fuck I was looking at first. Like, who the fuck is that?
no, really, because I was like, when it popped up on my timeline, I was like, why is this in my algorithm? Like, huh? Who is this? I was thinking it was just somebody I didn't even know, or had ever heard of,
It was just two lesbians on my timeline, girl.
No, no, for real. I was just like, So anyway, yeah, I just think it's weird. I think that what we see with these swings sometimes, y'all know, we see females who are highly insecure and they throw themselves out there sexually doing the most just to get attention. So when you multiply that times two and you know that what gets you the attention is the fact that y'all are twins, you're gonna do shit like this. But my
Yes.
question is, y'all are 40?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Good night.
I guess that's not even a question. What the fuck question mark? Y'all are 40? What's going on?
Mm-hmm. Child. Forgot about that part.
Y'all remember that Kylie and Jordan did this too.
Who?
Kylie and Jordan did this when Kylie, so well, I don't know, 10 years ago, whatever the fuck, Kylie had that reality TV show right after her and Tyga had been dating. I think Tyga might have been on the show. Anyway, the show went from that to a spinoff, and the spinoff ended up being Jordan and Kylie show. And they had an episode where they went somewhere where it was snowy. They had like a wedding ceremony and they kissed each other like this and shared the pictures all over social media, and the pictures were used for promo and all this stuff. And that is what this feels like. That's why my question is, who is this for? Like, who's this for?
Yeah. Maybe just to get some attention on social media. Just anybody.
What are they selling? I'm uncomfortable. I'm just uncomfortable.
Good question. Maybe they're selling something next month or in a couple of days. That would be smart.
I don't know. Bondi and Nisi, y'all might have to kiss so we can get these tickets. So
Why?
go ahead.
I was saying, why? She said, y'all the twins. Now we gonna have to do something. Stand up and turn around real quick. Let the people see your ass.
I'm about to listen. That's what I think that would be safer.
I'm screaming.
I cannot. Well, yeah, that's it for that one. Okay, so next topic I wanted to get into is, damn, this is crazy as hell. Why are all the segues? Stop. Let me stop. All the segues, gay. Dwight Howard.
Nigga gay. Flip it.
Anyway,
There we go. Why is this
the issue isn't Dwight Howard being gay, okay? But y'all know what
it's
the
not.
people be saying about him and Miss Kitty.
And the reason why they say he wanted to be with the girl with his face.
I might have
They
to go
said
out.
that Amy has Miss Kitty's face.
No, Dwight's face.
Amy has Dwight's face. Who said that?
They look just alike.
I don't see it.
You don't? It's because he's so
No.
tall right now. It's because he's so tall. But when they are look at the cheekbones in the eye, and then also when she don't have all that powder on her nose and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I didn't mean that. See, I feel like it's one of them things where it don't matter what you say, everybody gonna be trying to take what you say shady.
But you know, the couples that go together real good usually be the couples that somewhat look alike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the couples that somewhat look alike. Like I got my sister with one of my coworkers. They married now. They low-key starting to look alike. It's crazy. Crazy as
it is.
All right. So if y'all have been anywhere on social media, then y'all know that we have finally reached a point in a relationship where they're broken up. I think it was was it even a year ago that they had got married, and Amy was like, I didn't want to tell y'all, but I secretly been married and he's the love of my life and all this stuff. And it's crazy because her marrying him was in the midst of Miss Kitty speaking to blogs and shit about pressing charges. And it not only was Miss Kitty, it was another was a gay boy that said that Dwight had did what the fuck? Dwight Howard was threatening him over something when he was suing him, but whatever. They got married around that time. And Amy knew all the shit that came with Dwight is what it seemed like. And she said that, you know, they were going to be religious people. She was marrying her husband under God. She didn't give a fuck what nobody had to say. So now we see that Dwight Howard filed for divorce from Amy Luciani following her claims of drug use.
Niecy, I don't think it's playing like through the StreamYard.
Oh.
It's like I can hear it on your speakers.
You can hear, but not. Okay, hold on. Let me try to share again. Thank you for that. Let's see.
Caught this man.
Now,
Now it's an echo.
Caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son
That's good.
to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this. I try to tell everybody he needs some help, and ain't nobody would have listened because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is not him. This is not Dwight. This is trauma. This is everything he's been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids. And I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter. And I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do? But I caught this man. I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this. I try to tell everybody he needs some help, and ain't nobody would have listened because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is not him. This is not the.
I'm not mad at you for lying on me. And I love you still. And it is no beef, David, okay? You don't have to hide from me or run from me. I miss Amber. I'm going to be in this room in the corner. I'm not bothering you. You're innocent in this. But never forget, when you lie on people, David, you can get them killed, sent to prison or jail. You can. So you must always tell the truth.
yeah.
Telling the truth of what you lie, how you made them lie. What are you doing in Layla's room? Framing her?
Child.
He's literally in her room, framing her. And I'm going to record it all. I'm not mad at you.
And you know, I gotta ask because I'm the woman in the room. Are you legally married to my girl, Amy Luciani?
That's not her name, but
That's not her name. Amy Luciani, her name?
no, that's
Like
a
a rap
stage
name.
name. That's a rap
She
name.
is actually a rapper. She is an artist,
Oh.
actually. So that's
Yeah,
her
that's-
rap name. Are you legally married to her?
We are.
Okay, that's what's up. I had to ask because you know it was reported that you guys were, but it was never no confirmation, anything like that. So I want to know.
Oh yeah, it's always some rumors, but
Mhm.
just keep that side of my life private, so everybody ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Keep that private, and keep it moving.
Well, what's her name? Since that ain't her name.
Amber
Amber. Okay.
Rose.
And you know I gotta ask because I'm the woman.
Right. Oh. Anyway, are y'all surprised by this?
No, not at all. Not in the slightest. I'm surprised that it took this long.
Child. Very embarrassing. When she was talking to that little boy, she said, I'm not bothering you. I don't know why that bothered me. That she said, I'm not bothering you. I'm like, you don't get to determine whether you bothering him. Like,
Even her asking him to, like, you know, I miss Amy or something, whatever the fuck she said. But it's like, girl, why are you announcing yourself to him like he don't know you? Like, you could tell she was doing it for the recording's sake.
mm-hmm.
And
It's so obvious.
yes, and it's just like, girl, like, what the fuck is going on? And I know he up there talking about she a liar, but I may not 100% believe her, but I damn sure don't believe him.
For sure. Free the kids.
Y'all think she on that stuff?
I mean, I didn't want to think that, but the accidental putting it in your hand and then sniffing and how much her nose was running, like that is normally a signifier is how much your nose was running, bitch. I know you were crying, but still.
I would think that is very likely because you've been around him this long. You were willing to change stories and lie or whatever for his sake. So if he was using that and abusing that, I feel like if he would ask you to do it too, and you would go along with it. So I feel like it wasn't for just him. I feel like it was for them.
Also very confusing because like people in the comments were saying, it was very vague. And I was really nervous about what she was gonna say, and she ended up saying nothing at all except for the fact that he told the 12-year-old son a lie. Like when she first started out and said, forcing our son, my heart dropped. I was like, what the fuck did Dwight do? And what did he force the 12-year-old boy to do? Then when she mentions it's that trauma, it's trauma, it's childhood trauma, I was like, what is it? You know, I was just
Oh, they say that the oldest sibling was sexually assaulting him and another sibling as children. Dwight.
Oh, is that true?
Oh Lord.
Talking about Royce's son?
No, Dwight when he was a kid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So like they said that's what happened to him. I mean, which would then, see why you are so sexually deviant. Because I mean, based on what we know about him from, Miss Kitty and other people, that one man he was messing with, and Royce, you are sexually deviant. And I will also wonder, like, I sent y'all that video of Amy in the bed with him.
Yeah, you did.
That looked like somebody that would like, hold you down or, just do something in a moment to make you know that if they wanted to, they could, do whatever they wanted to do with your body. Niggas do stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's sad though. I wish she would have listened to herself at the 6-month mark and go ahead and get out.
What she did say she wanted to leave before, and they told her that your husband stay with him. Yeah, it did. I hate that she was so emotional. Like, part of me feels like she could absolutely potentially be on drugs, but the other part of me feels like she could also just be so mentally and emotionally distraught trying to keep shit together for a drug addict that's also I'm gonna at this point say he's probably a sex addict as well. So with people trying to mentally manipulate her into you're a wife, you have to do this, she on her brink. So she could also not be high, but another comment that I saw was like, if you don't do that shit, you would never feel comfortable just throwing that shit in your hand.
Child.
Because I wouldn't have wanted to touch that shit.
I wouldn't want to touch that shit either at all. She said this, and they clipped it, but shade room. She said this is what.
Child, that's crazy. Did y'all hear Royce say that Dwight attached his name to, I guess, Amy's things allegedly?
Yeah,
but he ain't put your name on that thing. Yeah,
I was like, her house and all of that shit.
I would not be shocked because of the shit that Royce said she experienced with him. What was it? It was something with Royce having to do with her mother.
She had a bank account with her mom
when he first garnished her wages.
And then ended up taking her to court year over year, basically knowing that she would be put into financial exhaustion over him. And I'm not saying by any means that Amy deserves this, but come on. Like it's been too many things that have been said for you to have to consider. Like, this is the issue with what I would like to say is religious brainwashing. People will convince you to basically bury your heart and your soul and die on a cross for somebody who gonna take you through hell. And that's what they wanted her to do. So that's why I'm trying to give her a little bit of grace by saying maybe she wasn't high, just dumb. Because Royce done said it all before.
Now, some part of me thinks like, okay, Amy's not gonna have it as hard as Royce had it because she doesn't have a child by him. But
True.
then I thought about it and I'm like, I don't think many women get away from him unscathed for real.
no.
So I feel like you will have hell to pay in my personal just without the child. Like I don't think she's gonna be able to talk about this at all. And that may be fine for her, but ain't no telling the repercussions he's gonna try to hold her against based on this situation here.
I don't know why everybody wants to be a scene from The Color Purple, but you could tell when she was in the car that it was all my life I had to fight. I had to fight my daddies. I had to fight. I love Sopo. Lord knows I do. But I killed it. Like that's what she was giving when she was talking about how she turned the other way, but now he's trying to drag her into it. And then when Roy said he tried to pull out that boy's teeth with pliers,
Baby.
the girl didn't have a coat, and that they left them there at the house while Amy and him went out the country.
And they was in the club with the kids with a bunch of weed.
He should not have custody of those children, but because his family is well connected, he keeps getting access to children. And honestly,
Yep.
that's giving creep.
I'm so glad Taylor Cooper got away from that man. I was so confused as to why they was dating to begin with.
Because niggas be throwing everything at you, boy. Niggas be love bombing you, telling you that all of these other women, they didn't play me out for my money. That's all they wanted from me.
Mm-hmm.
When at the end of the day, I want y'all to think, everybody is always talking, oh, she was over there for the money. Y'all, I know we don't see him as attractive anymore because we know about him, but Dwight is a tall, fine, rich black man with a big mouth.
Mm-hmm. Big pockets.
And big pockets. Like, it doesn't take much for him, if you don't know about what he got going on, to woo a bitch like that and then give her the story that, you know, all them other suckers then played him and stuff, you know.
Yeah, the money and the power. I can't. I heard something. I think somebody's gonna join us. I think I heard somebody in the background.
Oh.
Y'all, I think our special guest. Hold on. I think our special guest for the live show that we're having on May 2nd in Atlanta, Georgia, has joined us.
Not just a special guest.
Well, do you think they're ready? I need to see a couple comments. Let me see some guesses of who they think the special guest / host is for the live show.
Y'all so messy.
Go to hell. It definitely ain't her. It definitely ain't her.
Somebody
y'all
said,
think gonna be hosting the
guest.
Y'all is so messy.
Candy, oh, that's cute. Mia, Scotty. Who is Jamie
Diva?
Funky.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Who the fuck is my ex?
Say, who is that? Well, let me go and play this intro. If y'all ain't got y'all tickets to, not intro, commercial for about the 15th time, because y'all gonna be sick of me. If y'all have not gotten y'all's tickets to Ooh Ladies First Panel live show, 5-year celebration where it's gonna be unfiltered conversations, looks, because the girls is coming with the fashions, drinks, vibes, and pictures, y'all need to head to tickettailor.com. And y'all also don't want to miss our guest, who I'm gonna reveal right after this. Welcome everybody, the Jermaine Dupree of YouTube panel.
Come on, Jermaine Dupree. Come on, Jermaine Dupree. Come on, Jermaine Dupree.
Listen. Bringing everybody together, god damn it.
I love it.
Yay,
What's going
Scotty.
on, Scotty? What's going on? How you feeling?
I feel great. I left my own damn panel to come over here.
We appreciate you for coming.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I am truly honored to be asked to do this. When I was asked to do it, it was an automatic hell yeah. Like it was never going to be no. If y'all was going to do a show, I was going to be there anyway in the audience or whatever. But when I was asked to be the special guest, I'm like, oh shit, I already know what the answer going to be. That it's going to be hell yeah. It's going to be hell yeah.
No, it was so easy too when we was talking about, are we going to have a host? Are we going to have a host? It was just duh.
It should be
Yeah.
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
I'm still very surprised that I was the one that y'all asked. I wouldn't have expected it to be me. I would have thought it was somebody else other than me.
Quit playing. Who else is it gonna be?
I don't know. There's a lot of people you could have asked, but you asked me, so I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that.
Yeah, full circle. I think.
Yeah,
this needed to be.
Yes, and perfect host. I absolutely think so. Okay.
Oh, wow.
1000%.
That makes me feel warm on the inside.
Yes. You got so much going on right now. You on a reality show. You got all kind of shit going on. We got to get you before you get all big and all of that. And we can't afford
True.
it.
Oh God.
Really, I love that you on a reality show. You be giving in the confessionals. You really do be giving in the confessionals. I'm like, oh, okay.
Made for this, okay?
Oh my God, I'm so tickled. Not y'all saying I was made for it. Listen, y'all won't believe me, but after every scene that we did, I'd be like, did I do good?
Nah, I believe you. I believe you would do that.
And it was like, yeah. Like, So I always be questioning myself on everything. Because when I was first asked about this, I said yeah, but then after I said yeah, I'm like, am I making a mistake? I hope I don't disappoint them. Like I'm always like questioning everything that I do. But I definitely appreciate this. I feel like this is like a full circle moment because we all started on the panel together and you guys did y'all crazy, sexy, cool 5 years ago. But is it 5 or 6?
Oh, hollering.
5 years ago.
5. Yeah.
Y'all did y'all crazy, sexy, cool 5 years
we did
ago.
a Destiny's Child a few years after that,
Yeah, but it's okay. Y'all still kept it going, kept the engine running, and y'all have done great things. Like I told Jamie, because that's the person I see most of the time. So like I told Jamie once before, and one of the last times I saw her, I said, I don't watch y'all live because a lot of the time the chasing panel is the same time. So the next morning at work, when I have to be there at 5 a.m., y'all are my morning podcast. I listen to the entire thing at 5 in the morning. Y'all are my morning. You know how like Tom Jordan, the morning show used to be?
Yes.
That's how y'all are for me. So
oh my gosh, that just made me emotional, Lucky. Just being no morningish. Oh my gosh.
As soon as I get out of my Uber to go to work, I put my AirPod in, I put my beanie over my head so they won't see the AirPod in my ear, and I listen to y'all. Y'all make the first few hours like go by real fast, and I love it every time. Like I'm like, y'all are really doing y'all thing. Y'all have been doing big things since y'all started, and now y'all doing a live show. Y'all doing some shit that I probably wouldn't have been. That shit that people have asked me to do that I've been saying, oh no, I'm not doing that. Ain't nobody gonna show up. Blah blah blah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but people will show up. Yes, people will show up. It's just a lot of work. So I can see why.
We have to talk about that. Yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah. And I used to get your feet wet. You can see how you feel.
Absolutely.
Josiah been on my ass about it. He said he told me he gonna plan it for me. Yeah, I don't have to do it. He'll do it for me.
You should. That would be nice.
I'm so excited to meet you in person, Scotty. I have not met you in person.
We have not met yet, Niecy. Like the last time I came to Dallas, it was an ice storm, and that's why we didn't see each other.
Well, we're gonna set it off. Okay, this is gonna be the first time that we all do our panel in the same room at the same time. And
that's so exciting.
It's gonna be the first time that you and Niecy gonna meet, and it's gonna be fun. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
And you know what? Sakina I had told Jamie just the other day. Sakina had texted me. She was like, we need to go get tickets for the show. We need to go get tickets for the show. And then my dumb ass gonna text Jamie and say, do I have to buy a ticket?
You know what? Yes, we need the money.
Yes.
We gotta pay. We gotta pay these vendors. I'm playing.
And then, but
He's
it
not
took so
playing.
much. It took so much out of me not to say, like, girl, I'm at the show anyway, girl. Like, I'm gonna be there anyway, so it don't matter. You know.
I love that. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. We appreciate you. While we got you up here, people are asking what show you on. Let everybody know what you got going on.
Well, the show, it's a web series. It's a show called The Scene ATL, where I am the center of the show.
And he was always
Okay,
meant
Kate
to be.
Michelle.
Okay. Always meant to be. Okay.
Me and my man is the center of the show.
Oh,
most
yeah.
definitely. That's all they do is talk about me and him.
Not my man.
Yes, child.
Ah.
Shut up, Jamie.
God.
But yeah, that's all they do is talk about us
Okay,
on
that
there.
means Jamie knows some mess. Mm-hmm.
Listen,
This might be what
Scotty
season?
and his
Scotty,
man,
what season
hon.
is this? Is this the first season that you're on, or the first season of the show?
It's the first season, period.
Mhm.
Okay, so we'll probably have a new man season 2-ish. All right, cool.
Nah, we ain't gonna have no new man.
Now y'all gotta
Ooh,
go
I
check
love
it
that.
out.
What? We're not gonna call him Red. Listen.
No.
He was over there shaking the table a little bit though. The way he was over there digging into JT, I thought some stuff was finna get to fly.
Listen, let me go ahead and put.
I'm gonna
this
have to watch that
I'm not
tomorrow
gonna
on
come
my
out-
flight.
I'm putting
Let me go ahead and download.
First
I
of
need to
all,
download some
the
episodes.
first thing I see, okay, he the first thing you see.
Do
when
you hear me?
Okay. Episode 7, nasty.
Baby JT was in everybody's business though.
Now y'all know what y'all can go and watch. Okay. Now
Yes.
y'all know what y'all can go and watch.
Don't
Don't
this TV.
I will say that it's a first time show, so the first half of it was a little rough because with the sound and stuff. But once we got to the second half, it got much better. Jamie has watched every episode, so she can tell you it got much better towards the second half.
How many episodes are out right now?
Yes, it's 7. We got the last one is tomorrow, actually. So it's like an 8 episode show.
Okay.
And that episode gonna be all about me too, like all of them are.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love this for you.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I just want to say this because I know I gotta go back to my panel and I know y'all gotta finish
that's right.
y'all
Yeah.
show.
Okay.
But like I said, I really do appreciate you guys for asking me to do this, and you know how much I love all of you guys. I'll treat you guys, and I'm always watching. I may not say, if I catch you live, I'll say something. I'll send a super chat if I catch you live or something like that. But I'm always watching, and I'm always like admiring y'all from the front to the far all the time. I'm always watching. I'm like, yeah, they got it. These girls got it. You know what I say? Like they got it. And I just like to see all of us excel. Like we've all excelled at some point. Award winners, award nominees. We all. Doing the thing. And, sometimes people can count you out. Sometimes you can count yourself out. Sometimes you can doubt yourself. I'm the king of doubting myself. Jamie get on my ass all the time for doing that. Bundy has as well. Even Niecy has at some point in time. Everybody gets on my ass because I'm always doubting myself. But don't be a Scotty and doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. As long as you believe in yourself and what you do in your craft, you will continue to soar and excel. So shout out to the Ooh Ladies First panel. This is going to be a great show. I'm going to put my best foot forward, and I know you guys are as well. And the people are going to come through. And I love you guys from the bottom of my country, Mississippi heart. I love
country,
y'all.
Mississippi heart. Thank you, Scotty. And we love you back. We appreciate it.
Y'all know y'all my
just
sisters.
excited.
Y'all my sisters in real life. So, even Niecy, although I ain't seen her in person yet, but when I see you in person, I'm going to hug the fuck out of you. I want you to know that.
Overdue. It's overdue. I was
the only one that's close to your height.
I was about to say, I think Scott, the only one I've seen in person is Josiah. And I was surprised Josiah was that tall.
Yeah. He like an inch higher than me.
That's what I'm excited about because people, I don't know what about me give short. People be surprised when they see how tall I am. I'm like, for what? Nothing about me give short.
I thought you were short too, though. So I can't wait till I see the person. And if y'all play music there, Bundy should know because she was at the Boss Baby Awards with me last year. I'm gonna yell, "That's my song!" every time my song come on.
Well, get ready. Get ready.
It's
But
gonna be
thank
a
you
party.
guys. Thank you
But
guys.
thank you, Scotty.
I'm
Thank
gonna allow you guys
you.
to finish our show, and I'll see you guys May the 2nd, right? May the 2nd.
May the
That's right.
second.
That's
Absolutely
right.
right.
That's
Thank
right. Thank you,
you.
Scotty.
Love y'all.
Oh, y'all, that is not the end of the show, but that was just the announcement for our special guest slash host for Ooh Ladies' first podcast experience, May 2nd, Atlanta, Georgia. We have the venue booked. You can get your tickets at tickettailor.com. If you have gotten your tickets through Eventbrite, you are accounted for. We will see you at the door. And shout out to a bunch of y'all. Like the amount of people that is committing to VIP off top has me so excited because it's people that I've seen and communicated with for so long and through so many stages of life, for me specifically, that I'm like, I cannot wait to meet y'all in person. I'm so hyped. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's gonna be good to put some faces to some names.
Yeah, for sure. Well, all right, let's get into the next topic. The next topic is over Rihanna. It seemed like her family got into some trouble this weekend. We're going to go through. It was a crazed fan. I'm going to call her a fan. Crazed hater. Let me say that.
You can't fuck with me, Cardi B. You're supposedly busy right now. You're supposedly busy right now. But you know who has the cutest outfit tonight? You know who's the cutest tonight? I am. I'm the cutest tonight. You ain't doing nothing to me. You ain't messing with me. You ain't messing with me.
Help her.
Ain't nobody pressed. Ivana's not pressed. Is Cardi B pressed? Shardy B?
It's given I'm addicted to drugs.
She on with that. She on that pack Amy had in the car.
Ooh. Ooh, I wonder why. Ooh, I wonder why.
They still know it's me.
Book.
I'm what you can't stand to see. I'm everything you want to be. Jealousy, jealousy. They still know it's me. I'm everything you want to be.
What's going on, baby?
I'm what you want to see.
I think she wants to be
Jealousy,
a rapper.
jealousy.
She want to be an artist, I think.
Look, that's what it took. Cause these bitches is acting like they doing shit. Cause these bitches is acting like they talking shit. Look, that's what it took. Cause these bitches is acting like they doing shit. Cause these bitches is acting like they talking shit. Cause these bitches is acting like they doing shit. Cause these bitches is acting like they talking shit.
Dead rolls, so many trash cans, so many heads dropped, so many.
Pop, pop, pop my butt. Pop, pop, pop.
You know what I thought it was giving? I thought it was giving more so when Jocelyn was in a studio and you gonna fuck my, you know the video?
Hey.
It was giving that. She's high. So this woman shot up Rihanna's home with an AR-15 style rifle. She's held on attempted murder charge. The bill is set at $10.2 million. Rihanna was home.
She was. Only one bullet pierced the home though, from what I understand.
hell no. That's it. That's I was gonna say.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
left. I think they left right after that. She said that she was home, but I'm not sure, like, if that meant she was home at that house or home in Barbados.
Mm,
I
yeah.
think she was
You
at the house. You talking about Rihanna?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was at that house.
No, I mean after, because I heard they were saying that she left.
Oh, when you say home, you mean like did she go home to Barbados or home back
Yes.
to the house?
Yes, that's what I mean.
You know what? Yeah, that's a good question. What I'm thinking about is when it was a video of them from up above, and they were, I guess, moving their kids from the trailer or something. And I said, yo, this gotta be frustrating. Like the lady house was just shot at, right? And y'all mean to tell me y'all been pretty much monitoring her every move, putting it on display? Like, what if somebody else was after her? Like, I would be so
They
annoyed.
put her address out.
Oh, right.
They
Oh,
put her
how
address out.
stupid. That's it. The house is sold. That's it.
Right.
Hire me.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
sell
just
it for you.
hold up. They put her Barbados address out there.
No, not the Barbados one.
Oh,
This house, like they said 100 block on which street,
um, gotcha.
Yeah. What's scary to me, I don't know why it clicked for me. Usually when I think that people be mentally ill like this, I don't be thinking about them driving places. They
Mm.
be fully capable in other ways, but the mind be gone. Um,
She's
she's
giving
very lucky that
Yolanda,
she walked away alive.
yeah, she's giving Yolanda Saldivar.
She really is. And then did y'all hear that she had like her 10-year-old child taken from her or something like that? Due
Oh,
to some other like issues that she's had going on.
so crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I don't like that she got a bond. Honestly, knowing that children were beyond the wall, I
She
don't
ain't
like.
gonna post it. $10 million. So what? You only gotta pay 10% of that. She ain't $1
Right.
million.
And I'm like, well, y'all don't know who this lady know, and y'all done sat up here and put a 10 point some mil, no bail, no bail. But she'll be in there for a minute. I can't remember what her charges are, but I think they gave her what attempted
Attempted murder. Yeah.
Did they give
attempted
her
murder.
like a count for each person that was at the home, or was it just like 2 for ASAP and Rihanna?
Oh, I'm not sure on that.
I don't think ASAP was there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
He
damn
just
shame.
had an album come out, and I think he had like a film or a TV show. Something just came out.
Damn shame. Yeah, that's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Where is my post? I wanted to ask y'all about this next topic. It seems like the post has been deleted. I can't find it. Anyway, we haven't talked about it
I'm sorry,
on.
they're saying that he was there. I thought they said it was just her and the children in the house. My bad.
Oh, so he was?
I don't know why they reported it like it was just Rihanna in the house.
And y'all know Rihanna will just go outside and just like walk or something. And I'm just like, girl, I'm glad you weren't outside. You know, she's opened that side door before when they be doing like with them Hollywood tours. I saw a clip where I guess she opened the door and everybody's like, hi. That gotta be a lot. Man, being a celebrity stressful as hell. I can imagine.
Yeah, I just want the money.
Cars and the clothes. Come on, Trey Songs.
I just want the money. I don't even care. Okay, so this next post that I wanted to share with y'all, we haven't talked about it on our podcast, but y'all know Robert Cosby Jr. had passed away not too long ago. I believe it was the end of February. They just had the funeral this past weekend, and a couple of people. Well, first of all, let me say, may he rest in peace, because Mary loved her son, loves her son in present tense. So when I saw the news that he had passed away, oh my gosh, my heart broke for her. But they had her and the husband got the oddest relationship. Like, it's crazy to me how people didn't really think, and I'm people, I didn't really think about the husband. I didn't think about the husband because we don't see the husband. They don't talk about their relationship on the show. That was kind of the entry point to Salt Lake City. But that's not even my point in bringing this up. My point in bringing this up is that Andy Cohen made comments on the funeral. There were a couple housewives that attended, like Sheree Whitfield, Kyle from Beverly Hills attended, and some other housewives. Of course, all the ladies of Salt Lake City, they were filming. And Andy Cohen didn't show up. He said, I had so many things to do with the kids this weekend, a lot of commitments, which is why I actually was not able to go to Robert Jr. service on Saturday in Salt Lake City. And people are feeling a way about it. They're like, you really are exposing every point of this lady's life. So much is for her to film at the funeral. And I even heard that right after he passed, she did take a break, but she was open to filming. So what do y'all think about Andy not going to the funeral? Is he obligated, or is this more so like they just co-workers?
Wait, did you say that she was open to filming the funeral?
They were filming at the funeral. Yes, they were filming at the funeral, but she was open to continue filming the season. And then it was reported that she did take a pause. But now, since the cameras were at the funeral, she is showing this aspect of her life in some way. I don't know how it's going to come when it comes to edit, but yeah, they're covering this on the show.
And see, I'm wondering about that because with TMZ, I've been getting flip-floppy stuff. 1 minute they're saying, oh, Mary decided to discontinue and not film. Then they're coming back saying, oh, Mary's going to film, or one way or the other. Then I also heard, oh, there were cameras inside of the funeral. And then like the next day, there were no cameras inside of the funeral. I'm like, okay, what's
let
going
me
on?
be clear, because I see people saying the funeral was, I saw that they were filming the day of the funeral. I don't believe they were filming inside the church. So let me be clear on that. What'd you say, Jamie?
I thought it was they were filming at the funeral, then heard that they weren't filming at the funeral. But I definitely could see them filming the day of the funeral for sure.
Yeah, that's the way I read it, is that they're filming the day of the funeral. And I'm sure they're going to show people who went and their reactions, but I hope they don't show that boy's funeral on Bravo.
I don't think, based on what we're saying, I don't think they will. But I also feel like, I don't know why y'all think Andy is any of these women's friends. I don't know, I think ever since Nene, y'all should understand that they're not friends. It's not that type of relationship. I don't know why that's so hard for people. You work with people. It does not mean that you're actually friends with them.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I don't know why that's hard for people to grasp. I don't think he needs to come to her funeral because I'm going to be real with you. Do y'all know how many people that I work with and I wouldn't want them at no special moment like that? Like, just because I work with you don't mean I want you at my fucking son's funeral. To me, that's a clout thing to say, oh, my, Andy was at the funeral. Who gives a fuck about Andy being at the funeral? My son's dead. You know what I mean? It's the last thing I would be thinking about, but
that's true. I will say this too. Sometimes when we put these expectations on people that they should have attended something, we don't take into consideration what those people have going on in their lives. And possibly, and maybe not, but possibly with Andy having 2 kids, he probably trying to make sure his own 2 kids straight versus being able to go out there to Utah to her funeral. But it doesn't mean he didn't show support by sending maybe a ton of flowers or something over for that. Okay. If he had maybe a foundation or something, maybe he donated, possibly not. But I do agree with Bondi. We be putting expectations on folks like these people really friends when they just associates for the most part. Like, I don't think nothing wrong with him not going.
Me either.
I feel like
it might have took attention. Like, I'm just saying, like, he's a famous person and there might have been other famous people there. But I also feel like that would have been somewhat of a distraction for Andy to be there. If everybody is like, oh my God, it's Andy. Andy finally came. Andy came. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like it's okay that he did not come. Like, this wasn't a moment for that.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think the reaction would have been, I don't know. I feel like it could have been like that, but who's to say it wasn't like that for the people that did go?
True.
It could have been just because, like, I think Cynthia went, and somebody else went that I was surprised. Sheree.
And then Kyle Richards.
Yeah, I was really surprised that Sheree went. I was like, Sheree went? I didn't
Me too.
even
I didn't even know they was cool.
They were close. Exactly.
Exactly.
is sneaky like that though. If y'all can recall, like Sheree will just pop up somewhere and you like, what the fuck Sheree doing there? Like she
Look
has
at Marriage
Like all
Huntsville.
up in
What's
Africa,
Sheree
like,
doing here?
Right?
what is going on? Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm fine that he wasn't there. I don't think it's a big deal. You know, yeah, exactly. Send flowers, you know, send an arrangement, you know, send something nice with money like that. Do that. But outside of that, I don't expect that from him. They've just never had that relationship with him. He's never been cool with any of those women like that in order for them to really be friends, you know?
Now, two things I want to say. Number one, as I contradict myself, I probably would have put those expectations a little bit on her castmates though, because
Oh,
y'all like
Yeah,
close.
they
Like I
said
would
the whole
expect
cast was
that.
there. The
yeah.
whole cast was there.
I even
Yeah, which is
expected of some
great.
of the
Which is great.
housewives. I expected of some of the housewives. Like if she's cool, if y'all are friends and y'all are cool, I expect some of y'all to show up for her. Absolutely.
Right. The other thing I want to say is that I feel like Andy, if it was Portia Williams, Andy was gonna show up in my personal. I feel like for some of his favorites, he would show up. I feel like if it was Kyle Richards, he would be present.
You think so?
I do.
Yeah, I
I
think he
do.
would make himself Karen Huger. I feel like he likely would make himself available for a Karen Huger. Maybe even Giselle, possibly.
I would
Or it
say
may be he ain't got the time. But I just wouldn't be surprised if it was some other ladies that he has had a longer history with
I
that he
agree.
would show up for.
Okay. Well, I guess in
Yeah.
time we'll see.
Like Candy, for example. Him and Candy actually cool though. So I feel like their relationship to me is a little different than some of the other housewives. Like when she was
Extremely.
going through her divorce, yeah,
Yes.
she said she was texting, like her and Andy talked. She's told Andy some of the stuff that she was dealing with the divorce and stuff. So it seems like they have a different type of relationship.
And he
With
makes it
all the
clear.
shows that she done greenlit over there with Bravo.
I think that's more so about that though. Like about if she's going through something and there's a possibility she's gonna go back to that show, gotta keep that nigga close by to let him know what's going on, to let him know there's a story here. If y'all want me back, I got a story, you know.
But do you feel like Candy operates like that? Because y'all have worked with her before. And did y'all feel like I know
No, I think Candy would talk, period. Like I think Candy, if she felt she could trust you with information, she would express herself to you anyway.
She is a genuine person.
Yes,
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I
think
thought.
genuine, but not like that's not what I mean when I say it like that. I mean that I feel like even if they were talking, I would still assume on some level it's more so about them keeping tabs with each other so that they will know what's going on with her. Not as much because, oh, we're really tight like that. And it might just be me feeling like you can't really trust
I think so.
people that you
You
work
feel
with.
like you can't trust them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't feel like you can.
So you're saying even if they are friends, it's you and tell me if I'm right, because I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. Do you feel like it's also transactional?
Yes.
I think it can be both though. I think it's transactional. Let me keep you close, but I also still have a bit of care for you. Because remember, Nene would complain about the stuff Candy would get greenlit that she couldn't. And he's known, like she's one of the housewives he's known much longer. But I see why you may think, like, based on the things that I'm saying is the very reason why you're like, that's why it makes sense for it to be transactional. And then I see the other side of, like, you know how you got those coworkers that you've worked with for such a long time, where it's like there is some bit of care that if this person family member that I'm aware of passed, I'm gonna show up.
Yeah,
for them.
Of course. I do feel that way, but I also feel like he's more so a boss and somebody that is gonna, we're all family, everybody. And then, you kicking you in the ass on some way. And I'm not saying that that's the relationship with Candy. I think Candy gets along with anybody because that's how Candy is.
Yeah.
He is difficult. That's the reason why you got fucked over, because you're a difficult individual. You don't make sense sometimes because it's all about your ego. Candy understood the business, and Candy understands when to hold and when to fold. And she's charismatic and a people person. So I feel like that's mainly the reason why they like her, is because she is so good to work with. That's why. And then that would make you like somebody and think they're a really good person. But in my mind, I would only view Candy being genuine on some level, but knowing that it's in her best interest to keep contact with him and let him know what's going on in case she needs to go back to the show. And Andy would, yes, it's good to work with Candy. Candy has brought in a lot of money. I like Candy. Of course, if she wants to let me know what's going on, I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on, but also it'll keep in mind for what we can do with the show.
With the show.
Yes.
I see that
Yeah.
too. Yeah. I can see that too. Yeah.
But girl, listen, no white people at that job have scorned me.
Mhm.
I don't
They ain't never your friend. That's
Listen,
what my
I
mama used to
don't
say.
believe
They
them.
ain't
No.
never your friend. Don't ever
They-
think they your friend.
No, because they consciously know. And I saw some clip on TikTok like not too long ago about like white people talking about it. Like white people in like the 50s or the 60s talking about, yeah, you could work with them. And you might joke at work, but that's it. That's as far as that goes. And I'm like,
The
and
reality.
and to me, it's the voting thing. It's putting together how they will smile in your face. Oh, we're friends and all of this. And then they vote for the most racist of racist things to the point where it's like, well, this is ridiculous. So the only reason you could be going along with this is because it keeps you as a white person with some type of preferential treatment in this system. And that matters more to you than right or wrong or your relationship with me.
That day after voting, that work day after voting is a BITCH. When I tell you on that Monday, people be highly jolly, everything great. Even possibly that Tuesday, they go vote. When I tell you can hear a pin drop on that Wednesday.
And looking for your
Yeah.
reaction specifically.
Feeling
Walking
guilty.
in with glee and looking for your. Do you know another day that was oddly similar to that? A day that was oddly similar to that was when Travis Kelce got with Taylor Swift.
Oh, really?
For me, yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it
you had a
pissed.
water cooler. We're
I
not gonna be
even.
around any random white people.
Yeah, no. Well, now I used to go into the office all the time. Now I have the flexibility to go in and out, so I'm not really around a lot of people. But when I was in the office 3 days a week, there was somebody there. The vibe was like, "Oh, have you heard? Oh, you heard?" Like it was that, and also when Beyonce came on Cowboy Carter, it was a vibe of like, "Ooh, they're not playing her music on the radio. Ooh, I know you like Beyonce. What do you think?" But also, "Ooh, Travis Kelce is with Taylor Swift." And to that, I don't give a fuck. He's where he should be. He's not. He was never of us. He was never invited to any cookout of mine.
Yeah, we
So I was
weren't
like, I don't.
with Travis Kelce like that just because he was with that one black lady and had a lineup. We didn't even know who he was really.
Oh, I thought he had two different. I thought it was two black girlfriends.
It might have been, but I don't
He
know.
had multiple black girlfriends before Taylor Swift, and he also had that dating show for a little bit. And he had a preference for black women, but it was a white girl on the show, and he had said something like, "Now this is the girl who I could bring my mom, who I could bring home to my mom." So I think he had a fetish for black women when he was like young and in his 20s and just doing shit. But that's why I stay clear of them when it comes to that. Like somebody else did a 180 like that too. What white man was it? Was it Jelly Roll?
Yes.
They said Jelly Roll did
But
that.
I kind of felt like, why was that surprising? They
That
look
was never
like Trailer
surprising.
Park. They look like meth. They look like
Yeah.
Trailer Park. Like
Post Malone did that as well.
Oh, he
Like
definitely did.
they all do it though. It's like a pattern of them coming over to our side, getting, oh, I'm not like the rest of them. They get all of the black people to like them, and then they go back to the white side and act like, oh, I can't do that. I mean, Miley Cyrus did it.
Hey,
A
Pink,
number of them.
how are you?
Listen, and Pink hurt my feelings every time because I followed her for a while after.
What
And
did
you
he
know,
do?
Candy worked on that song with her. There you go, looking.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
she didn't
about that
really.
recently, I thought.
She changed up her sound in a way that made it seem like she was using a black audience to garner a bigger audience because that what was going on at the time. But Kid Rock did it too. But I don't think it's the same with Pink to that extent because I don't think Pink is like a MAGA person or anything.
I don't think so
Versus
either.
like Kid Rock,
But
who was
also,
all up through the black people movies and shit.
I think it wasn't a hard switch though with Pink either. You know what I'm
always
saying?
a
And
bit
I
of an
think it was like a little blend because I think when Pink started to merge, I was on my Avril Lavigne, so I was like, yes, I'm like I'm okay. I could get with this because I was in that phase. So yeah, I think that's what it was. That's why I ain't catch it at first.
Bling, bling. Got my own thing, got the ching ching. I just want real love. it actually was more gradual than you think, because that album, I feel like the first album was mostly R&B. The second album, she kind of blended R&B with rock, and then after that, we went straight rock. But by then, I was like, I was one of them black girls that was already listening to rock, so it didn't really bother me as much.
You know what I think too? I think she saw where the money reside.
What the white
I
people
think a lot of artists, once they go like that pop or get in that, that's where the money reside.
That's what Usher did.
You gotta keep feeding that machine.
And also, they didn't know what to do with Pink, because Pink had a very powerful voice and she wasn't country. They didn't know what to do with women rock stars. Think about it. The only one woman rock star for real, besides like, and that was a group too. Y'all
Not
know.
funny.
No, nah, she not rock. I'm thinking about back in the day. What was that? Cry, baby. Janis Joplin. Janis Joplin from like the 70s might have been the only big white woman rock star that was mostly on her own, except for my girl Stevie Nicks, who was in that group, and you know that group was big. Alanis Morissette was one, but still, y'all, like not in the same way. I feel like when Alanis Morissette came along, that kind of became like pop rock versus like actual real rock music. There just weren't big women doing that. So I feel like if you had a big voice, they didn't know where to place you as a woman. Like if you're a white woman and you sing, like Pink sings, they didn't know where to place her. And so early
JoJo and Tanisha Kelly. I don't know if y'all remember Tanisha Kelly.
Yeah.
I Wish You Love Me. Tanisha
You think
Kelly.
they switched up?
No. I think what Bondi's saying, they didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
JoJo had to go at some point once her label jacked up stuff. And I think she said that in the interview. She had to go back and re-record all her content because all her music because she couldn't get paid off of it. They didn't know what to do.
I still be singing the old versions. Don't nothing hit like the old versions. All the songs are re-recorded, and while I'm glad they re-recorded it, it still don't hit
the old version. No, that was nothing worse than when they redid yeah, I don't know if y'all know this old song, which is Alexander. When the light goes on, I cannot pretend. Damn, I'm spacing. I hate when I do that. For the chance, I only want to love you more. Alexander O'Neal. Can't you understand it? I don't know if y'all know that song. That's an old song, but that's my shit. And girl, you know how much I care. It's not the way I planned it. Oh my God.
They're saying if you were here.
Hey,
if you were here.
That's the name of the song.
If you were
here tonight. Da-da-da. Y'all haven't heard, like, it's on TikTok. If you like, say you had you was a rich stockbroker in the 80s. This was your apartment. They would play that song on
TikTok.
Yes. But that song is my shit. And Alexander O'Neal got on drugs after that point. So Alexander O'Neal cannot sing the same. And they tried to do this thing maybe like a couple of years ago where they switched him to a newer version. And the way I was online, like, bitch, I know the fuck y'all better put the old version back on here. I had it on YouTube. Cause like, you know how on the streaming services, sometimes songs just disappear.
Yes, that's what I hate about streaming service. Because I'll be like, dang, I ain't heard this song in a minute. Gone.
Yes. And honestly, that's why I feel like I'm low-key not mad at myself for keeping hard copies of things and like keeping my old iPod that I still have. Okay. Bitch, all I gotta do is charge this hoe up. Okay.
There's a song by Dave Hollister called Forever. It's a wedding song that I played it at my wedding when I walked down the aisle. And this song I think I went to shout out to SoundCloud. That was how I was able to capture this song and save it, because I think there was an issue with the contract, like with the musicians and producers involved. So they had to take it down. I think that's a lot of what happens when we may see a song on the streaming and it's snatched back.
Yeah. You know what song I do that with? I do it with Jacquees Buddha. I keep my gun on safety. Do y'all know that version?
Yeah, trying to get
I don't like Jacquees.
No, I don't really care for Jacquees either, but that song hits so hard.
They took it off streaming?
Yes, LMA team took it down completely. They shut it down, and people was low key trying to cancel LMA for canceling that song, and she had to come out and say like it wasn't me, it was my record label.
Oh, you.
You know what they should
Oh.
have did? If we had a better government, the government should have had like when a song is created, it goes into a government database to never be changed from its original format. And if you want, you can pay the government at the low price of $9.99 for access to every single song that has ever been created in this country because we've put it all here for you. The
They better.
government, they're stupid. This is something they should have done. And then make enough to where you could pay the people, right? You get it set up just like streaming services, and you pay people for as much as the music gets paid. But no, y'all want to let corporations fuck over everybody.
They better go to them vintage stores and find them old CDs
Records,
and cassettes. Okay.
give me a vinyl, girl. I love me a vinyl. Give me a vinyl.
You know,
Same.
I saw somebody do a post on TikTok about Marcus Houston's circle. Now I'm back here in the circle, his intro, the first few lyrics or lines of his song is completely different than the one that he put out.
They changing stuff with all this AI. I heard they're doing this with TV shows as well.
Yeah, you saw that with the Cosby Show. They
And
changed.
A Different World too.
Yes, I saw with the girl that passed away, the Michelle young lady was on. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that one with the Cosby. Yeah.
I'm like, see, y'all starting to piss me off. That's why that one black lady was recording everything on all them TVs in the 90s and shit. Okay, y'all ain't about to rewrite history because she knew. Black women always be knowing before everybody else be knowing. But that lady knew that y'all was gonna eventually get to a point where y'all was gonna be changing little things and acting like it wasn't like that before.
Yeah.
I know they have the Library of Congress, but I don't feel like they did it like this. I feel like I don't know what they doing, but they not doing it like this.
Okay. Let me read these super chats before we get into our last topic, which is a wild card. I'm gonna let y'all decide. So this first comment says, "Hey ladies, I literally just booked my flight. I can't wait to see y'all. I'm so excited."
Yay, we excited too. Yes.
Keisha says, "Glad I got laid off from my last job right before the Trump election. Too many racists." Oh, girl. And then the last comment is from Champagne Kisses. It says, "Will y'all have a live stream ticket option for us out of towners? Pretty please?" Question mark. Well,
we're not
heavily
sure.
leaning towards no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we gotta pay extra for that. You know?
Yeah, we'll see. We really wanted to be like, this is our 5-year anniversary party. Like, we wanted to be an experience, you know?
Yes, an exclusive.
So, yeah, we'll see. We are going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm being annoying because I'm saying the T on it super hard. I know people don't like that. Atlanta, Georgia. So, yeah, come join us. I was about to say Georgia us. Okay, so the last two topics, y'all.
Yeah.
Our cousin Brandon says, "Even though y'all ain't calling and tell me to tune in on Wednesday, I'm still here." Brandon, it's on our Instagram that we pub at the beginning of every show. What are you doing? It's posted on the stories. What are you doing? Thank
You're
you.
not following us and checking in order to find out. That's what it's giving.
Right. Stay ready. See
you want us to come and find you?
Okay. So I'm gonna need participation from the comments and y'all. Last topic is either gonna be, and I don't know if y'all watched. I've seen a little bit of clips, so we can talk about this if y'all seen it. Terrence Howard interview on PBC, or
I've seen
we
it.
can talk about Married to Medicine, Quad, and what's your
Married to Medicine.
You can talk about Married to Medicine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more to chew on and it's less depressing.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, again, if y'all ain't got y'all tickets to the live show, go ahead and get the tickets to the live show. So anyway, Married to Medicine this week, y'all. Really the only thing that I'm thinking happened was really just Quad, and they announced that, you know, they didn't have a baby. I think they did it a couple episodes ago, but the men mentioned to King, "Well, have you ever?" Let me not say the men. What's Jackie's husband name?
Curtis.
Curtis says to King, "Have you considered that maybe you're not being blessed with a baby because y'all are not married?" So while King is dealing with that, on the other side of things, Quad is telling the ladies how amazing King is. And Heavenly says, well, if you're giving him everything, why the fuck would you not just marry him? Like, marry him. How about you stop talking about a baby? Toya says, how about you stop talking about a baby and start talking about marriage? And Quad tells everybody, well, he did propose to me, but I didn't know he was serious. Not only that, in the same episode, King, y'all, this episode was so like, I hate to say it, but Quad, but you had your clown mask on this episode because he really played you like you was a clown. Like, he's participated in this relationship like a good old boyfriend this whole time, only to get on your platform and tell you while the cameras are on, I've been considering it. I've been considering what it would be like if we wouldn't be together. You don't treat me good enough. I deserve better. What? On your platform? Girl. And the other thing is, do y'all feel maybe it's just the vibe that I have, but I feel like King think he in charge of the boys. He came on this show and started trying to act like he was in charge of the boys.
His Jamaica trip really got him feeling himself too.
Yes. What do y'all think about Quad and King?
I blame Quad for bringing this man to us, creating the monster that is King, to open up his damn shirt to show us the small piece of abs that he do got, as if he's overly ripped, but it was given a little more than Gregory. So I guess he was worth the overhype at the time. I'm glad this has come to an end. He very much so operated all the time like he was doing her a damn favor. Like, it was more than just the child. It was kind of like, I'm doing you a favor. You won't have no man if I wasn't doing you a favor. Like, you wouldn't be able to go on these couple trips and be comfortable if I wasn't going along. Like, it was just something about his too that I did not like. And I'm just glad that she moving on from him. I still don't believe that man proposed to her. I feel like he gave too many damn indicators. And Kwai has this thing about herself where she has a tough time being vulnerable. But when people she says she wants people to keep it straight with her, but when they do, and Heavenly telling her what's right, you get this snappy pushback. The man's pissed me off before I love it, and I'm solid on that. It's like, okay, like, why you snapping at me? And this nigga over here embarrassing you over here.
Jamie, say it again.
Like, why you doing that shit to me?
Like, and I'm solid on that. You sounded just like her.
I told you didn't need this man. This man needs you. Okay. He has hurt me and I still love him. And I'm solid on that. It's like, wow, we do not need a monologue every time. And we love you, but we don't need that every time, girl.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like, this is Married to Medicine as a whole are women that value having a man to a very disgusting degree. Like, I feel like what it was, maybe at the beginning of the season or whatever was happening when Contessa had that party and all of that, it was a lot of conversation during that time about, what would I be if I left my husband and at least I can keep a man? And it's like, they still think like that. Like, in 2025 and 2026, they still think the best thing you can do is have a man. And so I think that's another reason why I was watching Jamie earlier. That's the reason why I think Angel kind of told that nigga he should come on the trip, but maybe didn't really push for him to come on the trip, is because it's like they don't respect you the same. They little girl you if there's no man around. And I think that, because they put too much value in it. And I think that sometimes when it comes to women like Quad, when you are in a fucked up relationship, anything that's giving you dick may feel like it's better. If you're not paying attention to how close it is to the shit that you just had, but you don't know because you're just comparing one abuser to another. This abuser is a little bit better. And to me, he was very psychologically abusive. I feel like he was trying to break her down slowly. Like, this type of nigga that would give you death of 1,000 cuts. Yeah, like, just all of that little small.
Let me comment on your hair. Let me comment on this. Let me hide behind a laugh and a smile.
Yes. Why you wearing your hair like? Why you got to be looking like that? Why you got to put all that makeup on? Why you got to dress like this? Nigga, you met her. Like, you met her being a high maintenance person, and now you want her to stop being like that so you can feel better about yourself. To me, all of that complaining about her not doing shit for him, and then when she asked him specifically, it was like, you just want somebody to be waiting on you hand and foot, and that's weird. You're a grown ass man. He's been watching red pill content.
Oh, I believe that.
That's what it really is.
When she asked him, how so? And he couldn't explain it. He tried to reference, which I feel like didn't even really connect. He tried to bring up how she treated him over in Africa, but then you just sat up here and acted as though you really understood IVF and the different moods that is sending her through. So why would you turn around and try to use that
You
against
yelled
her?
at me.
And it's the fact that he said what you're going through.
Yes.
As if they weren't going to have a child together.
Together.
He's so completely separated from that process that literally, y'all, this is the biggest blessing because he's shown her in a million ways, and Quad was not able to identify it because of what she wanted. You know, she just had that so big, and she was only seeing what, like horse blinders. She was only seeing what she wanted, which was the baby. So I'm glad that he left her with his sassy ass. That's a blessing for her. She called him sassy. She said men are sassy nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, I think Quad could find a so much better. I hope she does. I hope she does soon.
And you know,
I hope she finds that soon.
Because, like, you know, the sassy thing, they'll be like, oh, you're trying to insinuate. No, I think what it really boils down to is when men are like, you know, being sassy, so to speak, they're performing how they feel like women respond to their toxicity. They're like trying to flip it on you, right? So I forgot who it was that just did this shit. Maybe it was somebody on Bell Collective or Love and Marriage Huntsville. But it's like they learn therapy speak.
You talking about it was
Was
Ken.
it Maurice? Oh
No, Ken did that when he was talking about
Damn, it wasn't Ken. It was actually Glendale. Shit, now that I'm thinking about it. Because he was on the phone like, I gotta take care of myself. I can't just be you know,
I know my worth.
Yes, that shit.
Ken
And
did that too, though, because Ken was like, you know, I went and got my own apartment. And Ken was on some red pill shit. He didn't want to leave her, but he went and got another apartment to satisfy the other men. And then Martell gonna say, good for him. You got to choose yourself. You can go get a 27-year-old woman. Basically, just saying what all of them were thinking. They think that Trish is trash because she is married and has kids.
Do I need to start back watching Love and Marriage Huntsville?
No, you don't.
No.
You don't. I just watch it when I'm bored.
Give you a stroke. Don't do it. Because that scene between Tisha and Destiny, girl. I'm like, got you having me on Destiny's side. My God, on today. I mean,
I did see that clip.
Maurice
She was
ain't
seeming
seen
very
anything.
unreasonable.
The only reason why I would tell you to tune back in is because they're getting their dues of having their fucking clown mask on in public that they didn't get when Mel was on the show.
Yes.
I've never seen Kimmy look like more than a clown than what she look like now. It's quite embarrassing. And it is so much like, lady, how many times is this man gonna tell you he don't want you?
And the job is done. The boy, you're about to send the boy off to college.
The job is done. That's the part.
That's what
he said. He started the conversation out and he said, we're going to be empty nesters. Now we really need to see if we like each other. Meaning, hey, we about to be empty nesters. I'm going to pick fights with you until you decide to leave me. So now I can live my life and be free because I found a woman who let me say this. I don't know why I'd be so hard on Kimmy ass. It's so disappointing. I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. But
we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
We really were. That's
literally.
Literally. Do you hear me?
That's what I'm saying. Maurice found him a woman strategically who was desperate enough to have the presence of a man without the man really providing anything additional to her life besides just being there.
He said it. He said to her, he was like, you don't ask a lot of me. You don't ask a lot of me, right?
Don't.
Like,
because she just wanted a man. She didn't want to be a single mom anymore. But now you're a married single mom to a man who doesn't really parent your child. So he ended up winning in the deal, which goes back to conversations that we had months and years ago. At this point, marriage is not always beneficial to women.
No.
Women need to be selective when they choose to get married because it's not always been men now. And I think you said this last week, Bondi. It's no longer where women are choosing men for stability or women are choosing like yes, that happens sometimes. But the men, the reason why they so sassy is because they want to see what the women bring to the table. They want somebody who makes six figures. They want somebody to help them establish. And that's exactly what the fuck Maurice got when he got with Kimmy. And now that the job is done, they can go their separate ways, and he can just say, "Oh, well, I want what's best for you, even if it's not with me."
And
Just
when
wait.
you really think about it, the only thing she could say that he did for her was, "Oh, he was with me when I was going through cancer." But bitch, so was the garbage. At the end of the day, your son could have took you to the doctor. Your parents could have helped you out. You didn't need him to be there to take care of you. You have other people in your life that love you, that would have shown up for you and not made you feel bad about it and not made you struggle through dry fucking.
Thank you. You would not have to suffer through it.
Okay. So yeah, I feel like I hate that. That's the girl. It's the pick me shit that ruins women every time. It's either religion or pick meism that will ruin such because
Well, they intertwine.
Yes, because when you really back up and look at it, it's like, girl, he told you how amazing that you were, and you still don't get that you have to not give a fuck. It's like she still hasn't learned at her big age that the only way to deal with men is to give them the take it or leave it attitude.
Well, this is the thing though. This is the thing that upsets me so much with Kimmy. We talked about how emotionally intelligent she is. She knows what the fuck he's doing, but she's trying to get him to correct what he's saying for the audience so that way she can continue to live in the delusion that she wants to live. She wants to keep her clown mask on.
Say that. Why are you saying it like that? Why can't you just say that we're gonna fix it? And it's like, girl, and it's like, it's so funny because I remember that feeling, and it's really not until you cut the string of that you can be free from that feeling, because that's really what I think is so harmful. This feeling of trying so hard, like, oh, we're just there, and they're just dangling this carrot in front of your face, like, oh, I'm gonna get there, but they're not, and they're just dragging it out so that they can use you for services in sex, which is why we tell y'all to stop doing all of that shit for these men the way you do, and to hold more for yourself, because men have been groomed since childhood to manipulate women into getting their needs met. Through their mothers, you know what I'm saying, and how that works. Depending, especially these boys, the Scott brothers. Oh my God, their mom ruined them.
Yeah. But yeah, if you watch for anything, don't watch because the season is just so good. Watch because I want them to have their day come where everybody sees them with their clown mask on. Because when low key, low key, I'd have to say like the content of the show is a lot better. The content of the show is a lot better. But at this point, I'm kind of like tired of their shit, which is kind of why I'm like, yeah, don't even like. It took us so long to get here.
Like when we saw the scene opened on the episode, child, with Trisha and Tisha, fast forward. Ken and her not living together no more. Fast forward. Tisha is messy as fuck though. And I do enjoy the fact that Marceau is gonna call her out about how, you know, all you do is complain about people talking about our relationship, and then you gonna tell Trisha that people are out here telling you that Ken is DMing other women.
Ooh.
She's the worst. And the way she keep trying to drag this shit, like, to me, Tisha really tries to bully people into doing exactly what she wants them to do. It's like constant pressure from Tisha. Where are your loyalties lying? Like, you know, you are on their
now we talking about loyalty. Okay.
Yeah, it is pressure and manipulation. So the house is glass now, almost. Whereas before it was brick.
When Marceau said, "I need you to get out your soft hands ever and come help me build this fucking house." Yo, I can't.
The way I can't stand Maurice to this day.
But no, I kind of feel like I can't wait to see what's gonna happen between Marceau and Maurice, because I do think something is gonna happen.
Yeah. I think Maurice been hiding in the shadows for so long. Not only hiding behind Martell and his drama, Marceau and his. He just been in the cut, and he just started resurfacing over the past 3 years. I say I can't stand him.
That's the other thing, y'all, about loyalty with Tisha. This episode, Kimmy finds out that Tisha is working with another real estate broker, talking about, I wanted to go work with some women, and we kind of support each other, and we did like a photo shoot, and it's like, so you went to somebody else to do what Kimmy could have done. Meanwhile, Kimmy is biting her tongue and swallowing and going along with Scott family bullshit so that she can be a part of a group of people that really don't give a fuck about her.
Yeah, none of them do. She was like, yeah, I wanted to work with some real residential realtors. Kimmy been talking about that for seasons now. And it's like Kimmy should have the clout for the show as well.
Honestly, I didn't understand why Tisha didn't go to Kimmy specifically, because they would have been able to get clout from working together and doing something together as the women from this show. Finally,
because she don't fuck with her. She don't fuck with her. She don't fuck with her.
She don't fuck with her. Tisha don't fuck with nobody who she actually knows or who actually knows her. That's how I feel to me.
And knows her business.
Stop, please. Yes, and knows her business and knows that the husbands ain't shit. And I think it's because it's like an ego thing. Wanda really did Tisha a disservice, because I think, you know, if you don't build your daughter with a certain level of like self-esteem, and to me, I feel like Wanda didn't give Tisha the self-esteem that she needed as a child, which is why Tisha does all this weird passive-aggressive shit, because she feels like she's in competition with people instead of viewing them as people that can be cooperative and help her. And I'll go back to Mel with that shit, because you asked Mel for help. Mel offered her help to you, and then you turned around and threw everything in her face and talked about her marriage behind her back. And then, you know, in her face too. In her face too. You did it in her face too. You was bold, bitch. Rainy night in Louisiana. The fuck?
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I may check it out. I may play it. Maybe some background noise or something to fall asleep to.
Oh, for sure.
I think I'm gonna probably press play and see what they got going on a little bit over there.
Yeah, just put it on, just so you can know what's going. Girls, put it on.
Last super chat from Brittany. She says, "Ain't nothing attractive about that bowl of butter, aka Maurice,
at all.
At all.
Yeah, but
at
all
all.
right. I think we had a really good show, y'all.
Me too.
I think so too.
We had a good conversation. If you have not, go ahead and get your tickets to Ooh Ladies First Podcast live experience. It's our 5-year anniversary show. Be sure to get your tickets on tickettailor.com. If you want to see updates, if we ever go live on a Wednesday, you know, the month of April might be a little bit different. Be sure to follow all of us on our social medias. Follow Ooh Ladies First. Email us if you got any questions. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.